Oh no, but I did. I heard you talking about earlier right now. You were showing this fool about the deepfake shit.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I wanted. I actually,
Yeah.
I was interested in that
Yeah.
shit. Where do you think that's gonna go?
Fuck, like I was kind of talking about it, dog. Like right now, it's at the point. Like I was telling him, I seen one earlier. It was the movie Step Brothers, and it had like obviously it's Will Ferrell and I think John C. Riley.
Yeah,
They're the
yeah, yeah.
actors, but it had Arnold Schwarzenegger and Sylvester Stallone on it. And it was hella. It looked so real, bro. And I just like we just smoked real quick or whatever. We were watching it, me and my brother, and I just started hell laughing. I was like, bro, that's fucking crazy.
It
Like
looks
imagine.
real.
I was telling him, I was like, imagine what they could do, bro. This is somebody who probably just had like the app.
Yeah.
Because I have the app.
Yeah,
you know, and I can make it look pretty fucking. Not all of them look dope, but some of them, like if it's the right clip, that shit looks pretty sick.
Yeah, but you put some time into it.
Yeah,
You
you can make it look, or like even if you just buy the exclusive version,
the official app.
Yeah,
make it better for you.
They definitely got like other stuff we don't have. Like,
Yeah,
you know, the
See,
programmer.
well, because they do have. I seen they have one where they take. So if you have a certain amount of time talking, they could record you. Talking.
Yeah.
They record you enough time. I think you have to have like I think it's like 1,000 hours of recording time. They can literally make you say whatever.
That's what he's saying earlier about Obama. Right?
Yeah, because they have videos.
One of the more.
On YouTube, they have a video, and it's like. On the video, it actually shows you the clips of when he says those words. But I mean, they have audio of it too. But the one I seen, it was like a song. I don't remember what song it was, but it made him sing the song, bro. See? And he didn't fucking sit there and
actually.
You know what I mean.
The one I seen was the one that they make him say other shit, like just
whatever. And it's some off the wall shit. Yeah, it sounds like
shit. This fool actually just said that shit. So imagine like in 10 years, bro, you're not gonna be able to tell the difference.
Yeah, well, even the fucking Arnold movie, The Terminator. They did one not too long ago. I don't know which one it was, but not too long ago. And they brought him all the way back, bro, like the young version of him.
Oh yeah, how do you feel about that? Because they did that with that fucking mafia movie, that mob
which
movie.
Which one was that? Well, even
with fucking Robert De Niro.
Oh yeah, the Irishman.
Yeah, they were really in that movie. Arnold was CGI.
Yeah, it wasn't really. Yeah, because I think he was the governor at that, or the governor, right? Was it the governor, or what the fuck was he?
Was he too old?
Because he couldn't be in the movie, so that's why they had it digitally.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
And it wasn't like the version of him how he is now. It was the young Terminator Part 1 version.
Robot.
Yeah, and it looked cool. Like I said, it was years ago, so like the Irishman one's a good example. Some of it looks cool, but you could kind of tell on some parts. Yeah, there's other movies too. I can't think of them like off the top of my head, but there's some movies where they do that, and it doesn't look like Captain America. Have you ever seen Captain America?
Yeah.
There's a part before he's Captain America.
Yeah,
and that looks shady. You know what I mean? But that was like obviously 2 years ago, wasn't?
But that was pretty good.
Yeah, I mean, they had to look that way. How else can you make that same fool look like a little? That's the story of Captain America.
Considering it was that long ago.
Yeah, for what it was. At that time, I was like, oh shit, that's crazy.
That's pretty dope.
Yeah, made him look like a little fucking
it looked real
anorexic or something.
Yeah, it looked real at the time.
And then he's really a swole fucking like Captain America looking motherfucker.
But it's crazy how they could do that.
Amazing. Him getting that jacked and shit.
Or looking that skinny.
And then him looking that skinny, bro. Because you know who does that? It's Bale, bro.
Oh yeah.
Bro,
have you seen
Yeah, that was a hell of an actor.
What's one of his brothers a boxer? Mickey Ward. I think it's called The Boxer.
Or the fighter.
The fighter.
The fighter.
He looks crazy in that one, bro. And that's all him. Or even like Matthew McConaughey.
Mark Wahlberg, right?
Mark Wahlberg plays Mickey Ward.
Yeah.
And that's actually a dope ass movie. But Christian Bale's dope in that movie. His acting is, bro, like he plays like a straight dope head. And he's like his mouth and everything about him, bro. Like he's all skinny.
You know, he was dope for a while.
There's this hella part. There's 2 parts where his mom shows up to like the crack house or whatever, and he like jumps out the back window. I don't know if you guys. He was like he played the best part in that movie.
He did,
and it's a true. I don't really know the guy. I know Mickey Ward, but I don't know his brother. How I'm sure that's how he was. I'm sure that he had an involvement in the movie, both of them.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? At the end of that movie, on the credits, they show both of them, the real guys, and he fucking hit it dead on, bro. Yeah, dead on. And
I'm pretty sure they had to get some kind of
I mean, anytime an actor usually does a bio movie of someone, they usually, if they're alive, they spend time with them, or they at least listen to hella audio of them and try to get their voice down and their cadence.
Everything,
you know what I mean?
Mannerisms.
Yeah, exactly. Mannerisms for sure. So
the one I'm actually interested is Jamie Foxx is going to do Mike Tyson.
Oh yeah,
that's actually pretty good. That was going to get jacked. So Jamie Foxx is going to have to get fucking.
Yeah. What do you think about that movie Creed? Have you seen that one?
Do
you like Michael B. Jordan before that? Are you a fan of his
I'm
work?
a fan of him. I mean,
I like him. I liked him off the top in Fruitvale Station because that's a Bay Area. Anything Bay Area, bro. I'm like, even if I don't know what it's about, I'm gonna tune in and be like, oh, this you feel it.
Yeah,
like,
check it out.
I don't know how everybody feels about that.
You relate to it.
But Bay Area. I mean, when I was younger, I mean, obviously I do music and shit, so. When I was growing up, Bay Area was my Bay Area music was my shit, bro. Like I loved it. So when that movie came out, I was a fan of his. But I don't know. I seen Creed just because we started talking about the boxing movie. I don't know, bro. I don't really like him in that one too much.
You didn't like it?
I like the movie. I like the movie,
cool.
But I don't know. I don't know. Just him.
One thing, it got to him because he was calling out fucking.
Jones and shit.
And they got to knock out Andre Ward because I could do it.
I could do it. I could do it in real life. I could do it
in the movie, got to knock out the champ.
Andre Ward was pissed.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He did believe in himself, though.
Yeah. I mean, he's a big dude.
But yeah, I mean,
maybe he could get down. Who knows?
But I mean, we're talking about a professional boxer.
Yeah, of course. You know? I mean, that's like Conor McGregor.
Are you a big boxer? Are you boxing?
I'm into just fighting. I'm a big fan of any of the MMA is my shit though. Okay. I hardly miss MMA card, bro. Hardly ever.
You said you were like they like to get like to know the fighter. You know, that one movie they had like totally messed up the MMA movie. They're like the brothers.
Oh yeah. It's called The Warrior.
The Warrior. Right?
Yeah. They kind
that movie like not on point. Like
yeah,
the Andy right one of the Big Daddy Goodrich, whatever.
No. I think the one you're talking about is the one with Steve Carell, Foxcatcher, and they put the guy who fought Big Daddy Goodrich. Yeah, that's at the end. That was shady. Oh yeah, because they didn't put. They switched it. Yeah, but no, But what you're talking about, like if I watched it, I would have to see it again. But I remember when I first seen it, I was excited. I think that was when I was kind of really getting into MMA, and I was just happy they made an MMA movie. Yeah, and they had Tom Hardy in it, and like he's a good actor. There's the other guy too. I don't remember who.
Brian Callen's a comedian. Yeah.
Oh, Brian Callen. Yeah. He's a funny motherfucker. Yeah, he was awesome. Yeah, I used to watch this podcast.
The Fighter and the Kid.
The Fighter and the Kid. I don't really like Brendan Schaub.
Oh, okay. So I
listen to it though. I
don't listen to no more because Brian.
Yeah, all that shit.
I unsubscribed.
Yeah, me too. Chris D'Elia too, bro. Like I thought he was a funny motherfucker, dog. And then I heard that shit. I was like, I can't be a fan of his.
Yeah. So what do you think? So I don't know. So they're saying that they groomed him. That he was grooming.
Yeah, something like that.
Or some shit like that. And I can't. I mean, I can't. He was. I like to stand up.
Yeah.
I like to stand up when he was on podcasts and stuff. He was kind of. I don't know.
Yeah. But, yeah, there's some. I think when him and Brian Callen, they used to have another podcast. It was called 10-minute podcast.
Yeah, with
Will Sasso. Will Sasso's a funny motherfucker, bro. When he does the voices, he does like imitations, like he does Donald Trump. Yeah, and that's what I was thinking. He does like funniest ones, bro. It's Donald Trump ones, like especially when you just hear it, like just hearing him do it, it's funny.
Yeah, that was hilarious. That was hella funny.
But like the MMA movie that you're talking about, bro, like. I just got into it, so I was a big fan of it. But now, like, I remember parts of it where I'm like, come on. Like, he just goes in there and just knocks everyone out on, like, one punch.
Oh, man, I was like...
yeah, it was good.
And then, like, multiple fights, right? Like, multiple fights.
Yeah, he did it, like, 3 times. He just goes in there. And then until he fights his brother, and it's all crazy, you know?
It's different.
But, yeah. I mean, it's a movie, you know? But, you know which one's tight? Speaking of that, like, those kind of... there's a one on Netflix. Oh, I forget what it's called, bro.
Cobra Kai?
No, Cobra Kai. That's that shit too. I've actually, you know, as a kid, I never really got into Karate Kid. I know Karate Kid.
Yeah.
So when Cobra Kai came out, I wasn't like, oh shit, but I knew what it was. I haven't seen it, but I heard it's actually pretty good.
It's pretty good. I haven't. I've seen like the first 2. I got into it, then I kind of just stopped.
Yeah.
But I did get into it when I was in the car.
Yeah. Well, I have YouTube fucking Premiere or the premium YouTube, whatever. So they had it before it was on Netflix. It used to be on there exclusively, YouTube Red or whatever. Premium, right? So I used to watch a couple episodes on there. It was cool, but I forget what this one's called, bro. It's called not Empire. Damn, I forget what it's called, bro. But it's an MMA show. I think there's like 3 seasons. It's a pretty dope. They captured that one really well because it was a whole. It was like a whole series, you know. Okay. So rather than just doing one movie, trying to squeeze everything in. It was dope how Kingdom. It's called Kingdom. Kingdom on Netflix.
Okay.
Yeah, it's dope, bro. Like it's just a dope story because it goes over 3 seasons. So it's for them to tell the whole story, and they really there's like MMA fighters in it.
Oh, okay,
you know,
okay,
they keep
cool.
it. They try to
that's
keep
what
it.
I like when they start implementing.
They kept it as true as possible. Like there's a fighter. His name's Joe Daddy Stevenson.
Okay,
he was like one of the original Ultimate Fighter cats.
Yep.
He's on that show.
Okay,
so it's cool. He's like not a main character, but he's a part of the gym that they portray in this show. Yeah, and he's in it. Like they even call him by his name. Hey, Joe Daddy's gonna train you today.
Cool.
You know
I like
what I mean?
That. See, I like that. Like when you watch,
that's his name, Joe Daddy Stevenson. Yeah.
Do that.
Yeah.
No, but I also like it like when movies like use that shit like say John Wick.
Yeah.
Like when they'll use fighters and shit to come in and actually and be in the movie and actually fucking show them how to use an actual movie.
Or how to throw punches.
Make it look realistic.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I can't. Like it sounds fucked up, but I can't do like when the girls are like the fucking the heroes and shit.
Yeah. Take a punch from an MMA guy.
Yeah, like get the fuck out of here. But she's like takes it like that's all you got, bitch.
Knocks him out.
Kicks him with a kid with a stiletto. Motherfucker. You know what I mean? Unless she's stabbing him. It's different.
Yeah.
But I can't believe in that shit.
Yeah. Well, like we were saying earlier, like they gotta make it a little crazier. Like even I was watching this James Brown movie. They did a James Brown, and this is the dude who played Black Panther plays him.
I thought parts of that movie. He pretty good.
I thought he did a good job, bro. But like, there's even parts in that where you're like, this should really happen? But like I said, with any movie they take, it's a movie. They take liberties with some shit.
Yeah.
I'm sure they gotta reach out to whoever's representing that person, even if that person's alive. Like they check, is it cool if we like, can we make it like a little? It was crazier than that. Like NWA movie. Like I'm sure there's some things in there that
you know what I don't understand about that is that
I got mad about
that. Yeah. I mean,
I did. Yeah, sure.
I mean, who knows? Oh fuck. Maybe that really did. You never know. Maybe he just doesn't want to be portrayed that way. He's fighting a case and all this shit.
Yeah, that's true too.
He's fighting. He just murdered somebody. He's I would never do that.
I can't defend
myself. I'm innocent.
Yeah, that's true. He's probably finding.
Yeah. Because I think he's in prison now for he murdered somebody.
Yeah, he murdered that.
He ran him over with a truck. Yeah. You know what I mean?
Which is that was a trip.
Yeah,
that was a trip. Running motherfuckers over like at 60 years old.
That's crazy, bro. Still in that. I heard a story that Akon even told, bro. Like Akon's a singer. Like this fool was starting shit with him, and Akon's bodyguard or something knocked him out. Oh shit! Akon told the story. I think it was on DJ Vlad or that show and the podcast with Nori. What's it called? Drink Champs.
Oh, okay,
I don't know if you ever heard that one. Akon was in that one too. I think he told the story on both of them probably. But like, why are you starting shit with Akon, bro?
Out of everything, shit.
Akon? Come on, man.
Sometimes fools just.
It was over some money shit.
Yeah, I heard Akon throws people off stage.
I heard Akon's a gangster.
Well, there you go. That's probably why he's fucking.
I mean, his first song's Locked Up. Right? Locked Up, motherfuckers in jail writing that shit.
That would be doing shit for the community.
Nah, that's
dope. That would be out there like with
the. I think he did.
Which is kind of cool. The different aspects.
Yeah, that's dope. Especially any artist, like even some artists that might not be a big fan of, if I see them doing some stuff like that, that makes me, even if I'm not a fan of their music or whatever, I'm like, that's dope, bro.
It changes that.
Yeah, my perspective on them. Yeah. Even if I think their rhymes or whatever I think that I don't like about them, not even that I don't like, that's not my style.
Yeah.
You know, there's a lot of, anybody with music. Yeah. You don't like everything. Yeah, you know, some people like fucking punk rock. You know, I might not listen to punk rock all the time, but somebody might be that might be somebody's shit. But you know how it is.
No, it's true. But I'll be real with you, man. I've been surprised doing this podcast and talking to a lot of the artists that come on here. A lot of them fuck with the community. Yeah, do community work like you yourself, right? Like you do a lot of community work. I've seen you're gonna do this whole charity stuff. Yeah, and it's I like it because it gives you different perspective. Where you don't, it's not your stereotypical. Well, I'm a rapper. He's out there thugging or whatever, right? Or you might be doing your shit, but you're still giving to the community. Kind of thing. Yeah.
There it is. Is that it?
The
city in Senegal.
He's named it after himself.
Well, he's even has the Akon, like the Bitcoin thing. It's called Con Money or
Con Money.
No, not Con Money. It's not called Con Money. It's called something with his name. It's like Akon Bucks or Akon Coins or
Con Bucks.
Something like that. Something like that. But I heard it on that podcast. He was talking
doing
about it.
Well, at least he's investing in it.
Well, like you said, bro, this motherfucker spent his money and gave lights to the whole hella spots in Africa.
That's fucking dope.
You know what I mean? Like
instead of giving out cars and shit.
Yeah. I mean everybody's heard the stories of people who get that money, bro, and like they get that chance. Like a good example, I'm a big fan of his. I don't even want to talk bad. I mean, I would be honored to even do a song with him. Messy Marv, you know who Messy Marv is?
Yeah, Messy Marv.
He's from the Bay.
Yeah.
And as a kid, I mean, he was like, fuck, like a Messy Marv. I thought he was like fucking Tupac to me. From the Bay. Like it goes back to like talking about the Bay Area. Bay Area, especially if it's dope. Like And like I said, I'm just a big fan of him.
Yeah.
Anyways, he got some money. He left the Bay, supposedly. Like a lot of people in Frisco who were, because he's from Frisco, right? They were a little mad because he just dipped. And then look what he is now. I don't know if you've seen, but he's like, oh, he had money, bro. Like he probably had about maybe $1 million deal or something.
So yeah, crazy. the last hour, because like you, I'm still into the Bay. Well, I'll be real. I'm still into. I don't know. I was hip-hop. More into the Bay Area.
Yeah, but hip hop for sure.
Yeah, hip hop like 100%. Yeah. But back then I was really into the Bay Area sound. And for me it was I had to know what the rappers were actually about. Yeah. Right. Like my thing, like I was always on fucking Google, Wikipedia, everything. Yeah. You know, trying to find out if is he really what he's talking about? This and that. So that's why I liked about the Bay Area because a lot of the foods were actually about that shit. And you look everywhere else, they're not.
And especially if you're from here, you know how it is in those cities. So you go out there, you know people who are not rappers who live that life.
Yeah, exactly. So you relate to that 100%. So where I last left off with Messy Mar, for example, like I guess he went all bad with Jay Diggs or something like that.
Yeah, a couple people, bro. San Quinn.
Where Jay Diggs, like, it's on a green light.
He showed up in his hood. Like,
with a gun, waving a gun.
Where's Jay Diggs? Jay Diggs ran with it, though, because he was like, where Jay Diggs at? Yeah, even so now Jay Diggs uses that on everything. Yeah, that's his hashtag on all his posts. Where's Jay Diggs?
And that's why I like Diggs. He's always been
Jay Diggs. When I grew up, like I said, growing up, like middle school, that's like when, for me, maybe a little before I was in middle school.
How old are you?
I'm 28.
Are you?
Yeah, so I was born in 92. I'm 90s baby. Okay. I mean, Mac Dre and these fools are rapping when I was already a baby. Yeah. But anyways, Jay Diggs being on like Shield TV, seen him on there, I was already a fan. At that time, he had an album called
California Living.
California Living Part 2. Yeah. Or it was called Part 2 because Mac Dre was California Living. His was called California Part 2. And bro, that whole album, like, even right now, I'll play that album right now, and I would say 80% of them I would slap like daily. Yeah, you know, and I would even go as far to say the whole album's that dope. But for me, for sure, like hella songs on there, I would daily slap them.
I still listen to the
Jay Diggs for sure. Anytime I follow him on Instagram, so whenever I see him put a video out on it, boom. And he even did some shit. I don't know who exactly it was, but he comes to San Jose and fucks with San Jose. Like there's some cat I know. I don't know. I think he still does music. His name's Jay Hitta. He's from San Jose, and he did a song with Jay Diggs. I think they even did a music video with them. Like, so he fucks with San Jose, you know, and that's cool too. Like, anytime I hear a rapper who shows love or even says San Jose on a song, bro, I'm like, oh shit.
And it's kind of cool because now San Jose is kind of getting on the map now. Yeah. I'll be real with you. Before, like when people were talking about like Bay Area, they would never mention San Jose. Never. Like the Tupac, right? Like when he names every city, I'm like,
but you know what was tight about Tupac though? I can't find this clip, bro. I can't find it. But I remember hearing it, and people even remember hearing it. He was on KMEO one time, and he's like, just like a little drop he did. Like, hey, what's up? This is Tupac. I'm out here with KMEO, whatever, in the Bay, you know, from Oakland all the way to San Jose, or something like that.
Okay.
I remember hearing it. I remember, but I've tried to find it, bro, because I want to use it. You know what I mean?
The only one that actually gave love like that, dude, like growing up listening to that was Too Short.
Yeah.
And not necessarily just because he said it. It was more of a, what do you say? I'm going on my way to San Jose.
San Jose, yeah.
To get
San Jose, yeah.
Even Joe to get the player.
Even Mac Dre. One of my favorite Mac Dre songs is since '84. Since '84, I've been out there getting my dough, getting richer than rich in San Jose.
I think that's what it is, though, right? Because I think they felt like San Jose was rich.
Yeah.
Like they felt like
okay, I see what you're saying.
Because even like that, I'm getting rich.
Or maybe he might be talking about just maybe he had a plug out here or something.
Either way, but his money.
Yeah, you're right.
I'm getting rich in San Jose.
Yeah.
So I'm assuming maybe back then, before the internet came out, it was kind of like, well, San Jose just money.
Yeah, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Well, like I said too, at that time, I was still, I don't even know, maybe that song came in like 2003, because he died in 2004, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Mac Dre? Was it 2004? 2003, yeah, something like that. So that song even might have been sooner, because I know it's on the Dragonomics album, I'm pretty sure. And that was like, he was dropping, I think Dragonomics was one of the last, he'd put like 3 out back-to-back or something.
Albums. That fool had a crazy, I heard he charged super cheap. He charged like $1,000 to get on, bro.
I wish so much.
$1,000.
I wish so much if I could just be alive at that time doing music, because when he died, I mean, if he died in 03, bro, I was 11 years old.
No, you're November 1st, 04.
November 1st?
Yeah,
04. I just remember because everybody had the shirts and it said whatever 04. I just remember for some reason I remember it being 04.
Sophomore year.
My boy on the football team. I remember it was on November now because we're on the football team.
Yeah,
Like, man, he was like the
big
man, he was crying and shit. Like, man, fuck that.
They got Mac Dre.
What Manny said. Yeah. They got him.
That's crazy.
See, but that's the thing too. Like I tell people too. Like how it's crazy. Like so, someone as big as that, right? Like in the rap community, could go down. And he was a force that was going to bring the Bay. Like I believe he was a force that was going to bring the Bay Area up because E40 almost did it.
Yeah,
but he kind of did it on his own personal tip.
You know, also too, what I believe. I mean, I don't want to mean to knock E40 either, but like he had like maybe some, I don't really remember too much like hyphy shit. He was more like mob music.
Yeah.
But when Mac Dre died, I feel like
he said that time we want to go.
Yeah, like, and no, I don't want to discredit him because Keek the Sneak's the one who did that. And Keek the Sneak's hyphy, so
yeah. So it kind of gave him.
It wasn't him saying. I mean, he does say it actually.
He said that that's why Doobie got all crazy.
Yeah. I mean, and Doobie's official. I love Doobie's one of my favorite artists, bro. So whatever, like, maybe it's just because I'm biased. But I feel like when I hear him talk, I'm like, or Jay Diggs, like that's game, that's Mac Dre game. Yeah, you know what I mean? Basically, like
that's what he would have been saying.
Exactly.
Sure.
I look at it that way.
See, another thing about Messi, I mean, don't come after me, Messi.
Yeah, but like I said, bro. I love Messi music to this day.
I'll still listen to it. I had it hands down. I'll still listen to it. But then he went bad on Mac Dre.
Yeah.
He's like,
but like I said, that kind of, I feel like that's kind of him losing his shit and being on some shit because he made money, bro. Look, even this, he left and made money, then he came back and made money too because Mozzie put him on when he came back. Mozzie signed him, got him a chain. I'm sure he got bread. I mean, because Mozzie looks at him the same way. Like we're talking about, like
you're a legend.
Exactly.
You're a Bay legend.
That's how Mozzie looks at. That's why he signed him.
Yeah, you're a Bay legend.
I mean, I'm sure if I got money, bro, I'm like Mozzie's eating. You know,
so
he's able to take care of people. He's able to go sign Messi Marvin.
And it's not like going to get Messi for cheap.
Yeah, and I'm sure. And I'm sure. I mean, I'm sure he paid him a good amount, bro. But he came back even when that happened. I was like, oh shit, he came back with Mozzie. Like maybe he's gonna do his shit again. And then like the latest shit I seen of him is like he's pretty bad, bro. You know?
Yeah.
And I've even like. Fucking even to like I would still get him on a song, bro, if I could.
If you could, right?
To help him out, even.
Why not? Yeah.
I would look at it like,
but even
an honor, an honor to me. But I would feel like he needs bread, bro. Like, I don't know what his situation is. I don't want to say he's broke or nothing because I don't know. He might have hella racks and he just spends it on stupid shit. I don't know.
Crazy.
I don't know. You know, but like I said, no disrespect to him at all because I'm.
But isn't it kind of crazy how like something like that would like. How easy it is for something just to like kind of like break up, right?
Yeah.
Like so that's why I say the Bay Area never really blew up because
can I get one more?
Yeah, I'll get one more, bro. There's one in the freezer, bro. The Bay Area for me, what always held it back was that too realness.
Yeah.
Right, because you ever see that was it Block to Block?
Yeah.
On MTV.
Yeah, My Block.
Oh, My Block. Yeah, My Block. Right.
And they did the Bay Area shit.
So they did the Bay Area, right? But so when they went to like New York or Atlanta and everything, they were able to get all the rappers together and fucking take a photo.
Yeah.
Shit,
and the Bay can't be like that.
They can't do it. So when they did it with the Bay Area,
they went to each block.
E40.
Yeah.
He was the only one that was against neutral, I guess. Right. So he threw that little barbecue on top of that tree. I don't know where it's in Oakland, Frisco. Yeah. Anyways, so he had to throw a barbecue to kind of like get like this is the only way
together. Together. And it would take a boss to do that.
And that's the only way.
Like some mafia shit.
Yeah, that's the only way. But that's the only way the fucking Bay Area
gets together,
like, even closely together.
Yeah,
and
it's a shame, bro.
Yeah,
it honestly is because I feel like the Bay Area's had, like I said, I was born in '92, bro. So I know early. I mean, for my brother's older than me. He was born in '79, so he's been around. You know, he's a straight hip hop head, bro, and he's from the Bay too. So he gave me up on a lot of old school Bay and let me know how it was. Like at that time, this guy was a guy, or you know. Yeah. So just seeing how it was, like it's had its times, bro. Like early '90s. I mean, even when Tupac was out, bro, there's a lot of Bay Area fools. Richie Rich, Drew Down, Be Legit, E40,
they were doing
Spice One. That's Bay Area on a platinum album. Digital Underground. They put Tupac out.
Yeah, they were on it.
Like, bro, I mean, all those guys I just named were all Too Short. I didn't even name Too Short.
And
you know,
dude, and it's kind of crazy. They take some with sauce. Like everybody takes the sauce from us.
Yeah.
Like
that's the thing too.
That's the thing. Everybody likes
like pimping. Okay, so look at this. Like, I knew Outkast obviously when I was a kid. I wasn't gamed up on Bay Area stuff when I was a kid. I just knew Outkast. They were doing like the Sorry Miss Jackson, all that shit. I was a kid. That shit's catchy, and the Outkast is dope as fuck. I'm Outkast is dope. But now that I'm gamed up and I know the old school Bay Area sound and all this studying that I've done of music, that old school Outkast sounds like Frisco pimpin' player shit. Play Southern playeristic, pimpin' music. That's like pimpin'. Yeah, that's Frisco. Like it reminds you of Get Low. Get Low, like old school San Quinn, JT the Bigger Figure.
Truck music.
Yeah.
So, I feel it.
Like you said, it just goes to what you said. Like people get gay, and it's no disrespect to them. It's maybe. Oh, thank you, brother. Maybe that's what when they were growing up, that pimping shit was their shit. They're like, I want to bring that. In Atlanta, we pimp too in Atlanta.
The only thing is, let me put this game. They don't show the. They don't pay dues.
Yeah.
Right. The only one that pays dues is fucking Tech 9.
Oh, for sure.
Tech 9 is the only one that pays dues. Right? He's the only one. He knows that he blew up. And he blew up in the Bay.
You know what's surprising though? Some cats do. It's just not. They don't do it like
Master P.
Yeah, he doesn't even really show like that.
He blew up in the Bay.
Richmond.
Come on, man. You're the heart in the Bay. Not in the heart, but you in the fucking. You in the intestines. You in there. You in the Bay.
My homie Sean T. He's told me some shit like about Master P too. Like Sean T. He did Feeling Myself for Mac Dre. I'm in the building and I'm feeling myself. He did that beat.
That's it.
And he did a couple. I did a couple songs he produced for me.
Yeah, good shit.
So I mean, just working. Yeah, he did that for Mac Dre. He did.
I could have sworn didn't he say Mac Dre say on a track like, "Oh, Master P." Doesn't he give him a shout out? Or am I tripping?
I'm sure he did. I mean, how didn't he? He probably fucked with him.
Probably fucked with him.
I would not doubt it, bro. Honestly.
Yeah, he probably. And you know what amazed me? So watching all this Trill TV stuff, right? Going back to the whole Bay Area talk. So watching all the Trill TV stuff, it always amazed me. Like these fools would be in their award shows.
Yeah.
Like you know what I mean? Like at the Billboard Awards. Yeah. These motherfuckers are in there. Like and they know them.
Yeah.
So then that's when I started realizing John, what the fuck his name? Ballin'.
Jim Jones.
So that dude, I think he took that balliness from a chick from the Bay Area.
Oh, for real?
Fucking what's her name? She used to fuck with Nicotina. She's part of like Nicotina's crew. And she used to do something like ballin'. She has a little, she has a little like her chorus is ballin' and shit. I'm
and
like,
he kind of
And then I realized that Jay Diggs is fucking with this fool out in the Billboard. I think at one point they kind of.
Well, even now he fucks with Mozzie and he fucks with the Bay. So, well, that's what I'm saying. Like when you were saying like they don't really. There's cats who do, but they just don't say it.
It's weird,
it is weird. Yeah, but how do you? What do you think? Like, do you think?
Too thug, bro.
No, that too. But what do you think? Like, do you think that they don't do that because these Bay Area cats are reaching out to them and paying them? Because that's how I kind of feel like San Jose
was kind of Rider kind of thing.
No. Like they reached out like, hey, let's do a feature. I'm gonna pay you, and they look at it like, I'm just gonna do this feature for them, whatever. Maybe it's that, and that's why they don't like. Hey, I fuck with Mozzie. I mean, maybe he does. I don't know, but I'm just saying. Is that maybe what you think? They don't say.
I personally think because they're taking so much of the sauce from somebody.
Yeah.
That you're gonna be.
You don't want to be over the top with it,
or not even that. But like, say if I took my shit from you, right, and then I respect you now.
Yeah.
And then now I tell he's my fan, and now he checks you out. He goes, wait a minute, this fool sounds
like him,
but
he
way
said
better.
That line. Yeah.
This, and now. It takes away from my fan, even though I respect you. It's like what happened. Like it didn't really pop off for him, but Gilly the Kid, Gilly the Kid and Lil Wayne.
Yeah, they're beefing or something, right?
Yeah, because Gilly the Kid's like I taught that fool how to rap, and which I believe it because when I heard the Gilly the Kid shit, he's like sounds exactly like Lil Wayne,
same style.
Yeah, it sounds exactly the sound of Lil Wayne.
Yeah,
but
you could be like, oh, he probably mastered that style too, in a way.
Yeah,
like,
you could.
You know?
Yeah, but you're taking someone's.
But even like
personality,
you could even. Much. But some people, I know for sure it happens in the music industry.
Well, now it does.
No, for sure because it's admitted. But like, maybe some people's ego is just too big to admit to it. Because I know Drake. And Drake makes hits. He has more number one hits than anybody, bro. Any hip hop artist, Drake has more. I think Eminem actually, but most singles. I think Eminem has most albums sold. Eminem has most hip hop albums sold over all time. And I think Drake has most singles, hip hop singles that went number one. Number one. Yeah. But anyways, it's a fact that people. I don't know if he's admitted it, but it's a fact people have wrote songs for him.
Yeah.
So but he's not like Hell no, they didn't. Doing that. But I don't know if he's like, he wrote it for me. I don't know if he's doing that. He's on the rap but more. He's not disrespecting like how that situation was. Like, fuck no, he didn't write my shit.
Yeah.
Like, because he knows. If he did, he did, bro. Yeah, just admit it.
Because that's what.
There's no shame in that, bro.
So, but do you really consider that an artist?
Or like, no.
Like, because you're more of an actor, no?
Yeah, you are for sure, acting for sure. But just admit it.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do it, if you feel that way, the shit's a dope song. Maybe your voice made that song sound doper than the guy who wrote it. Maybe
that's what it is, right?
Because that's what. Maybe these guys who write songs for Drake, they're not the best singers, or maybe they are good singers, but they just write a good song, and they'd rather sell the song to Drake or send it to Drake. Drake hears it, and he's like, "Shit, I'll pay you. I'll pay you for the rights to this song, and just don't. I'll give you credit on my album. It'll say writers. Your name will be on there." But I'm not going to be like, oh, I didn't write this song.
Word for word.
Yeah, and the credit and the small print will say it.
Some shit up too.
Because even back in the day, I know you've had CDs before.
Yeah,
I used to have CD books, bro.
Still do.
Yeah. I used to have CD books with the cases in it and the book in there. And I would read the little books, and every song would say Jay-Z. Every song would say written by Sean Carter, whoever, so-and-so.
Yeah.
If somebody contributed, like a good example would be Dr. Dre, 2001. On that album, Snoop Dogg wrote a lot of his verses. Eminem wrote verses. Yeah. Jay-Z wrote verses for him. Like, I know that song, Still Dre. Is it Still Dre? What? It's Still Dre Day. AK. What, you know that one? With Snoop.
Yeah.
I think Jay-Z wrote that verse. Jay-Z wrote those verses for him. And you could kind of tell when you listen to it now, you could be like, you could kind of hear that style. It's Dr. Dre's voice, but it's his cadence. How, nigga, my last album was The Chronic. Like, that whole build up. When you listen to the song, you could hear it. Yeah, you could hear it. And it's not like a hidden fact, you know? Like, Dr. Dre's not a dope rapper. Back in the day, fucking Ice Cube used to write his rhymes.
Well, yeah. So that's what happens on the.
You could kind of hear it, like. Face fell off. Hell, nigga, my last album was The Chronic. That's like some straight Jay-Z cadence, bro.
So yeah, because I know.
I'm sure you can find it.
Because I know.
I'm pretty sure it's that song.
I know Dre doesn't have. I mean, Dre didn't. He wasn't the rapper.
Yeah,
it was Cube the one that taught everybody. Yeah. So that's what I'm gonna ask you back on the other question or the NWA movie. I wonder how that came about. Like, because I know that happened, right? Cube taught everybody.
They show it even. That he wrote for Easy.
Made it Dre.
They show that Ice Cube.
They showed that Dre
put it together. Oh, he's even telling him how to say it and shit. I was like,
someone's getting more money on this.
Well, that's kind of funny too because Ice Cube's production. I'm sure had a big thing to do with that movie because he makes movies.
Yeah.
So I'm sure he had a say in it. I don't know if
that's what I'm like. I wonder.
I think he's in the studio with them. I think
at the time he was. No, I think he told.
Did they say that in the movie when
he told him to leave?
Hey, well, for sure, Ice Cube said he's wrote for them. So maybe they just didn't. Maybe because Eazy's dead, they didn't want to discredit him. I don't know.
Yeah, but
I mean, they still say Dre. Well, it's kind of like Dre showed him.
Dude, yeah.
So either way,
this way I know how to rap.
Yeah.
This way I know how to rap.
Yeah, because it was like a known fact that the Ice Cube.
Yeah, was writing all the rhymes.
He was the one.
Him and MC Ran.
Yeah,
they were writing the rhymes.
Yeah.
You know,
and all those fools.
And then even when they
stopped the Doc and all those fools.
Even when Eazy stopped fucking with those fools, he did the Compton. Was that the Dre Day? Is it called not Dre Day? Is it called Dre Day? And on that song, it's Dre to Dresta, and who's the other cat? His little brother. They're on that song. He looks like Eazy kind of.
Oh yes, he's the actor, right?
No. He's raps on the song.
No, but he was portraying on that though, no?
No. It's Eazy-E, Dre to Dresta, and I forget the other guy's name.
Big ass fool. I don't know what the fuck.
Well, anyways, the big homie Dre to Dresta was writing Eazy's rhymes. Because you could tell the difference in Eazy's rhymes before to that song. And then even on that song, Eazy's verse to Dre to Dresta's verse, they sound similar cadences. The piper, time to pay the piper. Like, and then when you hear Dre to Dresta, his the same cadence. You know what I mean? Damn, I forget the other dude. BG Knockout's his name. Dre to Dresta, BG Knockout are on that song, Dre Day. And it just goes back to saying, like, Ice Cube wrote his shit, MC Ren wrote his shit, Dre to Dresta wrote his shit. Like, it happens.
So how do you feel about Ghostwriters, right? So we'll go back to the Drake situation.
Yeah.
So you take the Drake situation where he could have someone either giving him the rhymes.
Or selling the rights to it.
Or selling them, whatever it may be, right? Like, here's for free, right? But so now you become, you're no longer, for me, you're no longer a rapper. You're an actor.
I think Drake writes his own raps. Dre Day. I think. Fuck with Dre Day, maybe.
It should be Dre Day.
It's called Real Motherfucking G's.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Real Motherfucking G's. Dre Days with Dre when they're making fun of Eazy-E. Yeah, my bad. I got confused too. It's called Real G's. Yeah, but about the Drake? I think you're talking about the Drake.
Yeah, so the Drake. So he's
are you considered an artist?
So he's an artist.
I think. Well, to what I was saying, I think he writes his own rhymes. I think, in my opinion. So as far as being a rapper, I think he's got skills for sure. I think he writes those. In my opinion, 100%. I don't think I've ever seen anybody say I wrote his raps. I think, or I know, that people have wrote his songs, like The Weeknd, before The Weeknd blew up. I mean, I think he was already popping because obviously Drake heard of him. Drake, he was trying to sign The Weeknd, but The Weeknd ended up doing his own thing. Yeah. But he fucked with Drake, so he did that song, They Loving the Crew, They Loving the Crew, They Loving the Crew. You know that song? So I think he was writing a couple tracks on that album for Drake. And then there's another guy, I forget his name. He's not a big artist. I forget his name, bro. But there's a song. He was the only one who really came out and kind of, I don't know if he did it personally, but somebody on YouTube had the reference track of that guy. And then Drake put the song out as him, just Drake. But somehow the reference track got out there with the guy who wrote it singing it. So it's automatically. So that's what happens. Yeah. And that's what happens. He probably had a deal with Drake where Drake was like, I'll pay you or whatever. No. I mean, I doubt he stole it. You know, why would he have to steal it? Well, especially from somebody who's not as big as him. Like, he's at the point right now where, honestly, he probably doesn't give a fuck what people think about him.
Well, yeah, he's just making money.
Yeah, now. But I think his raps, that's what separates it from him being an artist. He's still a dope artist because he writes his own raps. Yeah, I think that's and he's a dope artist because he makes those songs sound good. He's talented. As far as being a singer, as an artist, I mean, I'm sure Michael Jackson and maybe not Michael Jackson, but there's other R&B singers
who get songs written.
You know, like The Dream. You ever heard of The Dream?
Yeah.
Shawty is a teen.
Yeah, I've heard
him. He wrote songs for fucking hella people. Neo, before Neo was a popular, he wrote songs for hella people.
Because you have the better
Mario Winans. Yeah, and it might not even be that they have the better voice. It's that these record labels probably reach out like, hey, we have this new artist. Can you write a couple songs? We'll compensate you. Yeah, we're gonna give you your credits. Like all those songs Neo wrote, it's not like they don't give them credit.
For me personally, songs is different, right? Yeah. Like R&B again, because I'm more of a hip hop. Because for me, like a hip hop
that discredits you as a hip hop artist. That discredits you.
It's coming from the heart. Like the way I judge. The way I judge lyrics, right? When I'm listening to a song, like when I'm listening to a song, I'm picturing myself in a cipher.
Yeah.
Right? And now I'm there in the middle, and your lyrics come up, I'm the one saying them.
Yeah.
And if I feel like they're not going to hit in the cipher and shit, well, then I don't even try to really fuck with
I feel you. I think it's a different perspective. Like I said, you look at it two different ways as an R&B. I mean, myself personally, nobody writes no shit for me. I do R&B and hip hop.
Like I would say, do you think Jay Diggs is like?
No, hell no. Nobody ain't writing nobody for Mac Dre. Yeah, Big Pun.
No one.
Nobody's writing shit. Big Pun's my hero, bro.
Is highly underrated.
He's my hero.
Highly underrated.
I know people say like they look up to people. Big Pun is my fucking hero. How so? He's one of the dopest.
How many hoes you fuck to his song? No.
I mean, I don't want to be a player. That one for sure. You know what I mean?
But he's super underrated though,
bro. He's super lyrical.
People talk about like Biggie and Pac.
Yeah.
And at the same time,
I mean, for sure, bro. And me, if you ask me who's my top 5, I don't even know. I mean, for sure, Biggie or Pac, one of them will be in there, but they're not like Mac Dre for sure is in there. Big Pun for sure. Big L. And people don't even know Big L either. I mean, I don't think he's as dope. I don't think he's as dope as artist as Big Pun.
Yeah,
but I mean, as far as lyricists, maybe. But Mac Dre for sure is underrated too. I know people think of Mac Dre, they think of Get Stupid, but bro, Mac Dre got some lyrics, bro. Like that song, Life's a Bitch, and then you die. That one he spits.
42 Faith.
Yeah,
this is sick. Like from the style from the Bay Area, it was kind of like out. Like it out like
it's his own style. It stood out for sure. For sure.
Yeah, it's always been we're the coast. We're the far coast. We're the ones that come out. We're flamboasting.
Yeah, flamboasting.
You know what I mean? It's you out there, and then that's what it kind of it would kill me before because I would see all this the talent and everything here, and then the other states, other cities, and shit taking that shit and running with it, and then us like, well, fuck.
Yeah, that hurts, bro. Like even like Crunk,
and I'm not even an artist.
Crunk came out. It's like, I was like, that's hyphy, bro. We've been hyphy, big turfing.
Yeah, I was like turfing and Crunk. I mean, I'd rather be turfing.
And it's not even. I mean, because Atlanta showed. I mean, Lil Jon kind of had a lot to do with that, and Lil Jon was fucking with Too Short Tough at that time, so he was in the Bay.
So because I know the whole Too Short thing came out where like he didn't come out, but I know people were hurt that Too Short did his thing here. He did his run in the Bay, and then once he kind of fell out, like, oh fuck, this ain't popping. He dipped and did the ATL music, and then once he found out that the Bay was popping again,
came back.
He came in and jumped into.
I wouldn't necessarily look at it like that. I mean, maybe some people probably do view it that way. I would view it as him just. I mean, at a certain point, bro, he's been doing it for a long time.
Yeah, right.
At some point, you got even me, bro. Like honestly, I mean, I'm 28. I've been doing music since I was 14. Mm-hmm. Seriously, doing music, like doing songs, like consistently recording, being in the studio. So that's 14 years worth of doing music, bro. And even me, I'm nowhere near Too Short's level. I'm not trying to compare myself to Too Short at all. But I'm just saying, at a certain point, you stop wanting to just be where you're at. You know what I mean?
Funny shit about Too Short. He's like, all right, this is the last album.
Yeah, album number 10 and album number 16, y'all.
20 albums later. Maybe.
Yeah, that's Yeah, well, that even goes to like fighters even sometimes. They retire, I'm done. Then they come back and get beat up again, like Chuck Liddell.
Look like Brett
He's like 50 years old. I was like, bro, what are you doing?
Really funny because now it's like Too Short kind of fits in that hype, like party music.
Well, the album him and E40 did.
The one
mob music and function music.
It's like more of a party vibe.
Well, he moved to like the high energy shit.
Yeah,
he moved to like shit.
He moved to
I don't know if you guys. Yeah, well, I don't know if you fuck with I don't know if you guys fuck with Ty Dolla $ign.
He did a song with.
He does that song. I got two of my bitches in the club, and I know they know about each other.
Start dancing and shit.
Yeah. Well, that song. I mean, his new album. He has a song with Kanye, and that's how it is. It's like he has a song. It's called like My Ego. I lost my ego or something, but it's like that high energy shit. And I was like, oh, this is kind of. It's different. Yeah. Different. And it wasn't bad. Yeah. Like, I mean, one thing when I was younger, I used to go to like raves sometimes. Uh-huh. And like, raves sometimes you do certain things and
drugs.
Yeah. But that used to kind of kill my vibe a little, bro. Like drugs? That. No. That high energy.
Oh, okay.
But certain ones don't. But like that kind of stuff, I would be feeling that, bro. Like this one I'm talking about, I think it's called Ego or something. It's on Ty Dolla $ign's new album. But I just heard it the other day, and I was slapping it at the crib because I was listening to the whole album. I'm a big fan of his.
Okay.
So
I like the one he did with Damian Marley.
Yeah.
I do the whole
is that the
Looking for Love, or what's it? Fucking I don't know what it is. He has one with Damian.
Yeah, it goes, girl, you're looking for somebody.
Yeah.
Somebody you can call on.
Yeah, that's on sick.
So am I. Yeah, that's the shit. Ty Dolla.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, bro. I get down with that's one thing that I get a lot, bro, is that like when I do shows, especially I know now we haven't done as many as how everything is, but when I would do shows, when I meet people, bro, I mean, it's love, but they don't expect me, like they think I'm a rapper off top. And I rap, don't get me wrong, I get down, but R&B is my shit, bro. So I go up there and I go on the stage and start singing. They're like, then I get off the stage, you're like, bruh, I didn't know you be singing. Yeah. So that's I totally like at one point in my music shit, I was hella into rap because I was at that point, I was into like, I don't know if you know who R.A. the Rugged Man is.
Yeah, I know.
R.A. the Rugged Man, Vinny Paz. Vinny Paz.
See, that's why I'm fucking
Jedi Mind. I was into that so tough at one point, and I just wanted to be the sickest rapper. And I'm like I said, I get down, but I'm not whack. I don't want to discredit myself, but I learned that pushing that was harder for me because the fan base is harder. Maybe it's not.
It's a niche.
I mean, it's not.
Niche.
There's a lane for that.
Yeah.
But I feel like R&B,
and it's hard.
I got older people. I got girls now. I got that listen to it rather than just because some girls hear the other shit I was doing and it's dope shit. But like they're not gonna want to. Oh, let me play this. He's rapping so cool. Like, they want to be like dancing or not. And not even. I don't even want to just say girls. Some dudes fucking want to. They want to bounce to some shit or some party. So there's vibes. So I feel like when I switched it to doing that kind of music, my fan base, I seen it, bro.
Yeah, no, I can see it.
Start growing, and
you got to target. I mean,
you got to find your. You got to find your.
Who calls it to the radio stations?
Yeah,
right. Trying to win tickets.
Girls who buys albums.
Or female.
Me, bitch.
Who buys? Off buying albums, bro. Like when I first got on iTunes, like one of my first albums I did. Like even now, like on Spotify and Apple Music and all that, you could see your analytics, bro. Like you see what city, what country. You know what I mean? I got people like in New Zealand.
It tells you the gender. The YouTube tells you gender.
Yeah,
who the fuck watching you and
so,
shit.
but that's what I'm saying. Like when you look at the analytics, as far as sales, it's female most of the time, bro.
Always.
And even before I was into all the analytics, that's just game that I got from people.
Well, I mean, they make the.
They said, "Tell me, bro. Hey, I would do a show there, but hey, bro, why you rapping, bro? You need to stick to that sing." And not they weren't being disrespectful either. They were just like, bro, that singing shit's where it's at. And especially at the shows, and maybe not everywhere, but in San Jose, it's very, very seldom that I see a singer. And if I do see a singer, it's very seldom that I see that singer actually singing the shit.
And then a singer who could rap on top of it.
Yeah. And me, what I do, honestly, what even sets me aside more is that a lot of the time when I perform, I just do my instrumentals. So it's not my vocals. Like I'm not gonna say I've never done it with my vocals and I sing over it, but my voice is overpowering, bro, on the mic. So when I'm on the mic, you're hearing me more than you hear that song. But what I've done now, just to make it cleaner, especially with these live streams and shit, you want the audio to sound like a show. So when you have the song playing while you're on the mic, you're not getting that dope audio. So what I've been doing, especially lately with these streams, is or like the video streams, because we can't do shows, is I just do the instrumental. And then people could appreciate your whatever your talent is that much more. You know your lyrics. Yeah. You sound good without the lyrics playing. It just adds another element to the performance, you know?
Definitely.
And
especially being streamed.
And and I think what now, like, I don't know if it's just here, but like a lot of the stuff is more based off Instagram followers and streams that you get. And that's cool. Like, that's dope. You know, I'm not discrediting that at all. But a lot of times I see people even like that, and they'll come do a show and they can't rock the crowd or the mic like how other people do, or like how I do. You know what I'm saying? So you kind of got to be the full package. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because there's a certain attention span that I think that, so you have your Instagram, right? That's only like a 2-minute clip that you can get, right? So I could be the most exciting person I can be for 2 minutes. You know, just fucking show that. Or once in show is you have 2 hours to see the person. So it's the difference of you rocking out or doing something fucking crazy and holding the attention of someone. Yeah, it's a big difference.
Well, even what I do on the beginning of my sets, what I do now, bro, is even before I play any music, I'll just acapella a song that I like. Like when I do a lot, when I was younger, I was like a freshman in high school, I did the talent show. That's what kind of really got me into wanting to do music. I did the talent show and I did This Is How We Do It by Montel Jordan. And the reaction, bro, was crazy. I felt like I was Montel Jordan, bro. Honestly, I swear to God. I thought I was Montel.
I'll take on my shirt and shit.
And then you know what is even doper is that for some reason, bro, my music cut out when I was performing. So I just did it a cappella, and then they jumped on the drums. The fool jumped on the drums and live. Oh, okay. So it set it off, bro. But so what I do sometimes in my shows, I'll do different. I've done a Big Pun song. I've done different songs, but Montel is my one. So I'll go on stage and I'll just be like, this is how we do it. It's Friday night. And I feel alright. And everybody's like, the party's here on. You know what I mean? And then I get them like that, hook them in, and then now they know. This motherfucker didn't need that song. That's him. That's him. He didn't. Yeah, and I'm telling you, bro. You don't know how many times I've done the shows. Oh shit, am I mic? Oh, no, you're good. You don't know how many times I did the shows, bro. And maybe it might not be cracking. Everybody who's there for me is in the front, fucking with me. But when I do that, you see people's head turning like,
and then they come in
and
closer.
You see them, bro. You see it, bro. It's so
like a great feeling for you, like,
bro. Performing is
turn out like that.
Honestly, bro. Like it probably sounds corny, but you get like a high off that, bro. I mean, people get high off running. You get a runner's high. Bro,
yes, sir.
Yeah, it's real shit, bro. Like, it's hard to explain to people. Like, if you've had a running high, you know what I'm talking about. No, definitely. I get on the stage, bro, and I rock that shit. When I get off the stage, my shit's like,
that's way better than a runner high. I'll tell you. I never had it. Yeah. But just to be experienced that, I mean, you have people. I mean, people like even chanting your name. Like mesmerized. You're the one on the stage.
Well, you know what's dope now is that I've been doing it for so long and built like built like a fan base of like people that know me personally that always support me, bro. Like no matter what even if I don't send them my music, they'll hit me. But hey, I heard your song. Like that's love, you know. Even if they're a friend of mine, it doesn't matter. Like for them, they don't have to listen to my shit. Yeah. And then I have people who I don't even know, bro, that show up to my shows. And I went to a Sharks game and someone came up to me like, "Hey, you're A1. I saw you at the show." Like that's the best feeling ever, bro. So I do these shows.
To be recognized for what you're doing, you're actually trying to put out there. Brother.
I do these shows, bro, and fucking some of the people there, bro, I'm performing, and these people are like singing the words to my song.
Oh shit, that must be a trip.
That's when that happened. I did a record release party at
must be surreal,
Tiki Pete's, bro. Tiki Pete's. It's a shout out to the homie Tiki Pete.
Tiki Pete.
It's like right there by San Pedro, off of Market Street. Okay. I did my record release party there, bro, and it was my first time. That was just my second time actually being the headliner of a show. I mean, it was just me. Basically, like I that's how I presented. I was like, "Hey, it's my record release party. I'm gonna be the only one performing. I would just like you guys to come out, just come party with me." And like just that, bro. Just me, because I've done millions of shows. You know what I mean? Yeah. But there's always people. I might not bring the biggest crowd. People, I might not bring. So maybe somebody else brought more people, and everybody's people together made it like that. This one was just me, and it was popping. So that completely, that really, honestly, bro,
that changes your perspective.
Yeah, and that one leveled me up, but there was one I did before that because I kind of took like a break off music for like maybe like 3 years, bro, maybe 4 years. But it wasn't a break. I was still doing shit like features and little shit here and there. Your own but I wasn't like in it like I'm in it now and I was in it before. And when I did the show, and that was the first time I was a headliner. And I told everybody, hey, this is my first time I've ever headlined a show. We had like 6 or 7 artists. They were all dope artists. But I remember when I went on, like I was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm A100," and just but I felt like it was nothing big either, bro. I don't want to try to blow it up like fucking the SAP Center, you know? Yeah. It wasn't like that, bro. But it was a good feeling, man. I would say there was at least just in that room. I don't know if you guys ever. It's on the east side of San Jose. It's called the Evergreen Inn. Evergreen Inn. It's like a breakfast spot, really, but they have a bar connect. The Evergreen Pub. It's off of like
off of Evergreen.
It's off White Road. Yeah, it's in the Evergreen area. White and Aborn, I want to say. I'm not positive about that, but it's like a little spot, dog. So we had maybe like just in that room, it was probably like 60 to 80 people.
I'll tell you this, I don't even know 60 to 80 people.
Yeah, it was crazy. So, and like I said too, that was. A majority of them were like people I knew, bro. So for me to look out there and see,
that's fucking dope.
There was even people that I haven't seen in years, dog. But just because I reached out and told them this is my first time, it would mean a lot if you were there. You know, I know maybe we don't talk to each other. I didn't even say all that, you know. But that's the way I presented it. I was like, hey, you know, I just wanted to reach out because I hit people all the time. But anytime I have a show, I send it to all my people who I feel are my people. I send it to them directly. Hey, you know, I have a show this day. Sometimes they go, sometimes they don't. But this one, I made it a fact to tell them like.
Come out.
This is my first one, man. That. I know I invite you to all these shows, but this one I'm headlining. I'm the main. Yeah, it's kind of my show, you know. And it was a great feeling, dog. And that set me off to this as consistent as I've been since I would say that was December 2018. So from December 2018, all of 2019 I was working, and all of 2020 I've been working. Even when COVID happened, that even set me into more of a like zoned in because I have a studio at my house, bro. So I just record what's going to keep me from doing it. I don't have an excuse.
Who's better than you then? Huh?
That's what I was telling myself, you know? What am I going to tell? I can't go to the studio. I have money or whatever. Yeah. There's no excuse for me.
Well, because I'll tell people this is the time where if you wanted to do something, this is the perfect time. Because most people's excuses, I don't got time. Yeah. Right? That's more, I can't, if I had time, I would do it. And, what is time? Yeah, you know, it's true and shit. But speaking, so to get into like more of your career aspect like that, like so when you make your music, right? We'll do the rapping aspect of it first. So when you start doing that, like what's your how do you do it? Are you want to write shit down? Are you the freestylist? Because I've heard of they say a freestylist can't be what is
the
it?
best
a writer,
songmaker,
and then a writer can't be a freestylist, and or so forth. Or you like the Jay-Z motherfuckers who just
do both.
You just walk in the booth, booth and shit, and you just fucking come out with a hit, a pen and a pad.
Definitely with my songs, bro. Like I take my time, especially if it's my song, I'm gonna write it. You know, it's very with R&B now. I've got more into. I'll get into that, but with hip hop shit,
or wherever you want to go.
With the rap shit, I definitely take my time with it, bro. Because like I said, I look up to like artists who really have like real skill, bro. Like I said, Vinny Paz, Ari the Rugged Man, Big Pun, fucking Cool G Rap. You know what I mean? Like, bro, like that's skill, bro. That's skill. Like that shit. My brother, like I said, my brother's born in '79, bro. He's gave me up since I was a kid. You know what I mean? Like that shit's amazing to me. So when it comes to rap, I definitely like. I even think like I'm ahead. If Mac Dre heard this, would he think it's whack or whoever? You know? Even my brother, bro. Like my brother, honestly, my brother Jay the Truth, he's dope, bro. So like he's kind of the one who. Like my first song I showed him, and I didn't tell him it was me. I just played it, and he's like, "Who's this?" I'm like, "It's me," but I was singing. He's like, "What the fuck?" So he started getting me on shit.
Little man?
Yeah, but when just him, he's like, I hold my when I write, I used to hold myself to that to
that standard.
I got would he think this is whack or like I said with Mac Dre or whoever? Would this be whack to them? That's how I think. You know, or my brother he doesn't even rap, but he's so educated on hip hop and skill of hip hop that I'm like. Oh, I don't want to say no.
You can't do
I can't come whack. That's how I look at it. So, and then as far as R&B, I used to write it like it was tough becoming an R&B songwriter because I could sing. Like I said, I could do Montel or whatever the fuck. That's no problem. Yeah, but to actually write an R&B song, I used to write it like how I used to write my raps. Like everything was just like a rhyme and a rhyme and a rhyme, but not all singing's like that. Sometimes singing they don't even fucking rhyme; they just sing, and it's just the soul and the voice,
it's the pain you feel.
Or even just the melody,
the joy, whatever it is coming out.
So I used to write them like that, but I kind of even felt like sometimes like listening to them now. When I wrote them, I thought they were dope. I still think they're dope, but listening to them, I'm like, man, like R&B song, it could be way better. But I was young; I was like 18.
Learn from it.
I was learning. I'm 28 now, so that's 10 years ago. When I hear these songs, I'm like, oh, fuck. But to some other people, they might be, oh, that shit's dope. But me, just knowing, like now,
the progression of where you're at now.
With R&B now, bro, honestly, like sometimes I might get an idea and I'll write it, but not really often. Now what I do with R&B is I'll get a beat and I just do harmony, bro. I'll get my phone, I'll fucking put record or whatever, and I'll just be like, or just that's all I'll do. Just for however long. Different things, and then I'll go back and I'll listen to it, and I'll be like, "Oh, that's a tight melody." Now I'm gonna go put words to that melody, and it seems to me like for R&B, that's a way better for me to write because I think the melodies are one of the biggest things in R&B.
They kind of bring rather than into it
because like I said, I used to write it like a rap, so it's like almost like I'm singing but I'm rapping.
Yeah, okay,
and it's not like I like music, Soul Child and. Like soulful shit, you know what I mean? So I want to sound like that because I could sing. I know I could sing. So just like, do I want to be a singer, a rapper singer, or do I want to be a singer? And it's you could put raps in singing, it'll still sound dope. But I incorporate both. You know, I'm not gonna say I'm just R&B only.
Yeah, no, but I'll be real with you. The aspect of how you're saying that choosing that side of the field is probably the better aspect because once you get into like the Vinny Paz's and the Apathies and all these people, right? It turns into more of a judgmental though, right? Because even with me, like that's what I listen to. So when I listen to like the radio music, and they come out with something, I'm like, oh, you fuck this, at all, so it's garbage, right? So that's even more of a that's a narrow ladder you're going up to now, right? Because that's even harder to get up to.
It's even a certain lane.
It could be really good. It could still be good, but you're not as good as Vinny Paz.
But you know what thing I love about those guys though is that their fan base is so loyal that they don't care if they're on the radio, bro. They go overseas in Japan and sell out fucking huge spots.
Which is kind of trippy though, right? Like you get like
you could think you have all these, bro. Ari the Rugged Man, he does shows all over the fucking place, and they're packed shows. It might not be an arena, but it's a bar or whatever it is, and it's packed.
Well, R.A., I don't know how he doesn't become famous.
Yeah, me too. Well, I'm sure you know his story. If you're a fan of him, you know his story. He kind of got blackballed. But even his new shit he put out, bro, like when he put out his I don't know if it was his last album. It was called The People's Champ.
Yeah. Was it? Look at R.A.'s last album.
Yeah, I think he might have just put one out because I seen a music video. He has like colored hair, and it's a dope ass video. It's a dope song.
Because the last one I heard was what is it? It's a classic or something like that. When he's talking about all the classics, he's talking about his chick, the new chick he's dating or some shit like that.
I don't know. It had this one. It's called. I don't know if the album's called The People Champ, but he has a song called The People's Champ on it. Mm-hmm. And he has hella dope songs. He has one with fucking Master Ace and Brother Ali. Yeah, like, that's lyrical. Yeah, that track is dope. It's called
lyricist.
Yeah. Well, that's what I respect.
He's a major ghostwriter, fucking RA.
Yeah. And that's what that's the shit in hip hop. That's what I respect. That's why it's so hard for me. Like, my little brother, he was born in 98. So, I mean, I'm not to say I'm born in 92, but 98's closer to a 2000 kid. Yeah. So he likes like Quavo and.
See, I can't fuck with
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I can't. And I
feel bad to him because I'm always. But even me, bro, like people trip like that are my age because they listen to that shit. And honest, I don't want to knock it, bro.
I'm knocking the shit out of it.
Yeah. You're right. Yeah. Let's just knock it down. You're right. But I give my little brother such a hard time, bro. He tries to play it, I'm like, bro, I don't want to hear this shit.
Yeah,
bro.
My nephew does that.
Turn this shit off.
Yeah, Ari the Rugged Man.
He has an album called All My Heroes.
That's his new one. Yeah, this is the last one, that red one. Legends Never Die.
I
had that album. 2013, bro. So that's when I was in my fucking hip hop. Yeah. I wanted to be Ari the Rugged Man, bro. Yeah. I wanted to be him, bro. Like, there's this one he does. I'm sure you heard it. Where he's talking about his dad. He was in Vietnam.
Yeah.
I forget what it's called, but Vinny Paz is on it.
Yeah, yeah.
Fuck, what's it called? I know what the song is called, bro.
It's something of honor.
Valor
of honor.
Valor of honor.
Yeah.
Like that shit when I heard
you a pussy,
bro.
Don't be
call me a marksman, Jaws Thorman.
Fucking job.
Yeah.
When I was back home, I was just an average guy.
Yeah.
Be a pussy.
Yeah.
That's just
bro. He's Ari the Rugged Man. But you know that goes back to
Agent Orange.
Yeah. That's bro. That song. He has so many like that, bro. Like, and even Mortal Technique. Like, I remember this one dude tried to put me up on a Mortal Technique when I was young, dog, like 13, 14. And I was just like, at that time, I was like fucking hyphy king, Bay Area. You know, I was a hyphy man. I like Mr. Fab. And that shit's dope too, but whatever. But he was trying to game me up, and I was just so on that level. I was young. I didn't even want to hear that. You know, he showed me, and I was like, but now I hear it, I'm like, bro, like that one he does where he tells that story about his mom. Dance with the Devil, bro.
I was listening to that in high school.
When I heard that song, it blew my mind, bro.
Yeah.
I was in high school too.
Like, in high school, I was like showing that song to
everybody
was like in the high school.
Yeah.
And I was showing that song to everybody. I was like, what the fuck is this
song? Bro, that song honestly fucking blew my mind, bro.
It grew up to my heart.
Yeah, Motor Technique. So, bro, I even listen to his live. I have him on Instagram. When he goes live, because he's so information, like educational even.
Yeah,
you know, like,
he is.
He's game, bro. Like, he gives game, and he's not like...
He's not trying.
Yeah. He's not even like... Some people do that, and it's like, I don't want to hear this shit. He's just like... you could tell how real it is to him, bro. Like, you feel like in his music even. Like,
genuine.
Yeah, you don't hear him making no fucking club songs. And
he don't.
He's like all about educating his people, bro.
Or like when he gave out his Martyr album.
Yeah.
For free.
Yeah.
Just download that bitch.
On Spotify, bro. That's what I don't get.
What, the Martyr album?
Yeah.
It's because it's specifically bootleg. Like it's
off of his website or something?
Like it's specifically made.
You go to his website, download it off his website.
Because a lot of his songs were... that's what it was. Because a lot of his songs were specifically like take my album, bootleg it, and go show everybody on the fucking block. Like, that's his shit.
Yeah, it's for you.
His whole thing is basically like, if you're underground, you know my shit. Here's
yeah. Well, that goes back to what I'm saying about Vinny Paz and them. They don't give a fuck, bro.
Fuck no.
And they could care less about being on the radio.
But that's how they get those crazy loyal fans like me. Like I used to buy the CDs, right? They're Jedi Mind Tricks were like fucking $35 CDs.
Yeah.
That's why I would buy it.
Supporting.
$40. Yeah. So like, I'd buy it.
Like, well, that's even like it goes back to what we were talking about, the food vendors and shit, dog. Like, I don't do it because I want to be on the hype, especially if it's my homie. I'm doing it because I want to support them, bro.
Yeah.
Like, and these fools obviously aren't my homies, but when you respect the art like that, you got to look at it like art, bro. People pay thousands of dollars for art, painting, and it might not be tight to you, but in their mind, they're like, that shit is awesome. I'm going to pay $1,000 for that or whatever.
Yeah.
That's how I feel with music.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah. What's your...
That's how rap is, though. You can hear it. I don't want that Tekashi shit.
That's whack. But you can't... Beauty's in the eye of the beholder.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Right? So
that's kind of what I was saying about the Quavo shit. I didn't want to say that I want to knock it.
Yeah.
But to somebody else, like my little brother, bro, he thinks that's the most amazing shit in the world to him, bro. He's like, he sent me some shit today. I didn't check it. Because I was gonna.
I already know it's whack.
Yeah, it might be tight. I don't want to say that, but he's like usually when he sends it to me, I'll give him a hard time. Like that shit's whack, bro, or whatever, you know. But like you said, dog, it's all about the point of view of that person, whoever it is, you know. And my preference or your preference, my like me and you love Vinny Paz and these cats. Other people might be like, I don't want to listen. They put it on, you're like,
which is the reason why you change your lane, right? Because if I slap that Vinny Paz, if I'm chilling with some girl and shit, and
she's gonna be like, what are you listening to? I want to listen to some R. Kelly. God, I feel like not R. Kelly. I'm trying to hear no
I'm trying to get pissed on.
Yeah. Not R. Kelly.
I don't want to get stabbed. Pissed on.
Yeah, that was a bad example.
Want some Bill Cosby stand-up?
Yeah. Then put some Bill Cosby on. Put on some fucking.
Fucking Bill Cosby. You know that shit? Fucking Bill Cosby.
Yeah, it's crazy. Hollywood's crazy, bro.
Yeah, bro. Talk about a
See, but I think that was going on all the
time. Yeah. And you know what's even crazier is that Dave Chappelle has been clowning him about it. And all this shit, and it's been what? Now he's barely going? Like,
well, it was a Hollywood. It was like everybody knew it. Everybody in Hollywood, everybody knew.
Even the shit with the Epstein and all them, bro. People knew that shit.
I knew about that shit since
people knew. Bro. People who were in the industry knew. And were at parties or whatever. They knew. Why do you think people are, like, honestly, like, I know this cancel shit's stupid, but it kind of seems like they're just getting after all these people they know are connected now. You know what I mean? They know it's out there.
I think they're just. I think they're throwing little pebbles in there. It's
you're right. Not everybody.
Yeah, they're not the big fools. They're gonna let little guys trickle here and there, and then fucking.
That cancel shit is kind of stupid. Though,
the cancel stuff is stupid.
They pick at little shit. Dog.
Yeah,
like
the cancel stuff is stupid.
There's some shit they pick that is like, come on, bro, you're gonna ruin this guy's life for some shit that. And then he was already acquitted or whatever, and you're still bringing it up now. Social media's kind of fucked up sometimes. That's what. It's a cold. It's a cold game, bro.
It can be, but that's the thing, though.
Especially Twitter. That shit. Yeah. I go on there, bro, and I'm just like, bro, this is all I see is like, oh my god, it's
a bunch of Karens on there.
Oh man,
trying to get everybody fired.
Honestly, bro, I use my social media strictly for supporting small businesses that I know, or even whatever shit I like. Or my music, honestly. Like, I try not to get into arguments with people over whatever my views are and shit. I don't like negative energy, bro. Off top. Like, I'm a positive guy. Like, anybody who meets me, and like even artists that I've worked with or whoever, just people in general, they're always like, it's always good vibe. I'm never like even if I get drunk and shit, I'm never like a fucking confrontational. You know what I mean? That's just not me, bro. Yeah, I've never been that guy. Met with my brothers, but not with.
Play that Quavo one more time.
Yeah, you play that shit. But you know how it is, family shit.
No, that's a little different.
But I've never been really a confrontational kind of dude, man. So, especially like just even my music, I don't talk about like shooting guns and shit. Like that's not my lane, bro. Like I'm talking about good vibes, and I mean, there's a lot of different shit I talk about, you know. But
you try reggae, bro? Oh, okay.
Yeah. I fuck with reggae. Actually, I have this song. It's called "Crazy." It's like that island. I wouldn't say reggae. It's more like an island vibe.
Music. Yeah.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, it's dope. I just released my album last month, dog, on the 18th of October, and like it's all R&B, bro. And my homie DJ Agro, he lives in Washington now. He's from San Jose, I believe. That's where I met him. We did 2 albums together. The first album was called Too Much Sauce. Like, oh, that's too saucy. You know what I mean? And we did eight songs. We did 8 songs on there, and it was mainly R&B. I have some rap on there. I had a couple features. And then on this new one, we did it strictly R&B, and he produced all the beats. He's a super underrated producer, bro. He's dope. Like people who hear it, they're like, oh, like that's like some like ready for radio or whatever.
Production
like
shit.
It's dope production, just period. Not even fuck radio shit, just dope production. And that kind of that like I were talking about the Vinny Paz shit. That's how I look at it now, bro. Like I've been doing it for such a long time. It seemed like before I was trying to please, like I want people, maybe people like this, maybe people like that. Now I'm just like in the motor, like I'm making what I like, bro. People like it, they like it, you know?
Music's out there, you just manipulate it.
Yeah. It's all about how you market yourself, honestly, bro. And like those guys we're talking, it keeps going back to that. Like they have their lane, bro. They marketed themselves the way they did. They built their fan base. That's all that matters, bro. As an artist, that's all that matters. It's not about being the #1 album seller. Yeah. If you get that, that's dope. but you should always be focused on building your fan base.
On that one, because like I said earlier, like I don't know 60 people, right? So if I could reach out to like 2 people, if I could reach out to one person, and they take something that I take into consideration, or they take it and they leave this podcast learning something new about fucking DJ Aggro and shit, right? You know,
Well, that's what it was. The cover was I'm A1 hunnit, so the cover was a bottle of A1 sauce, and then there's a couple of Aggros in
front. See, so someone could pick up on that. That to me is like, oh, I did my job.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like I'm not doing this to ones like I'm gonna blow up and I'm gonna do this. It's more same thing, like trying to get you out. Fucking show people your side.
Yeah.
Like that. Like people don't know that you like fucking the MMA kind of shit.
Yeah, that's my shit, bro.
You know what I mean? Like that's what. Okay, so I was gonna get to earlier. So the whole you have fucking Mayweather since you
and
like
McGregor.
No, not fuck that. They have Mayweather and Paul Logan or some shit like that. Logan Paul.
Yeah. He's gonna fight him.
He's gonna fight him.
No way.
He's gonna fight him.
No.
And people are gonna watch this shit. Okay,
Logan. He's fighting. He's fighting on the Mike Tyson card. He's the co-main event.
It might be Mayweather.
Nah, he's fighting fucking Nate Robinson, the former basketball player.
Oh no!
Played with the New York Knicks. Dunk contest. He won the dunk contest. Logan Paul.
Oh, okay.
On the Mike Tyson. Nah, hell no.
Mike Tyson murdered.
It's on that card. It's the co-main event. Yeah, it's this month.
This month?
Yeah, it's November 28th. I want to say.
Okay.
No, it's this month. It's November.
Dude, Mike Tyson looks like an animal, bro.
Bro, you know what though? The thing with that is like, trust Mike Tyson for sure. I mean, he's a little older. Roy Jones Jr. is not much older than him. He's not much younger than him. Yeah, but the thing is, Roy Jones Jr. was fighting like as far as back like his last year.
Oh, but he got started.
Yeah, but Mike Tyson hasn't fought in a long time, bro. Like maybe Mike just
hasn't got started.
Yeah, you're right. Yeah, you're right.
Brain damage is a lot different than being old.
Especially fighting consistently that long. Yeah, you're right. Look at what happened to Bernard Hopkins.
Look at that.
He was a champ, though, but he just got bad.
Yeah. And then
even Pacquiao. I mean, the only fool, honestly, bro, right now is Floyd. But Floyd didn't. He fought McGregor.
I don't hate Floyd. I don't hate on Floyd. I don't hate on Floyd at all. I like the way he boxes because he's a traditional stick and move.
Yeah.
The point of boxing is for me to hit you.
Yeah, and you don't get hit. Yeah.
That's traditional boxing.
That's the game.
That's the game. That's the name of the game. So you cannot blame him for that, right? So I like him.
Yeah.
100%. But once you start throwing in little like you throwing McGregor and I'm the greatest. And I'm this.
You know what? The thing with that one, for sure, it was definitely he knew he was gonna make a lot of money. Yeah. But another thing is he probably wanted that 50. It was 49-0.
Yeah.
He was probably like, so you know, I'll beat his ass.
So you know that he's tired.
He knew it, bro. He knew it. You could tell when I watched that fight. I'm such a big MMA fan. I was just like, fuck, Conor. Conor knock him out. That'd be crazy. I knew it wasn't gonna happen. But that's my whole time on the edge of my seat, just like, bro, what if fucking? You never know, because honestly, bro, I didn't like Conor McGregor, bro. I didn't like him. I really disliked him. No, but before. This is before he fought Jose Aldo. Jose Aldo was like my favorite fighter at this time. He was undefeated for 10 years, bro. He was the man.
I didn't like Aldo because he beat Uriah Faber.
Yeah, he kicked his ass a couple times.
That's why I hated him.
Yeah, and he's from Sac. But with McGregor, I disliked him because he was talking all that shit, and I was like, bro, this fool hasn't fought Jose Aldo. When he fights Jose Aldo, he's fucking done. Aldo's gonna kill him. Bro, like after that, I was like, okay. I still wasn't a big. It was like 7 or something, 11 maybe. But anyways, he knocked him out, and I was like, okay, fuck. Like, but you look at it still. I was still like, he got lucky. Watch him run it back. Then he fucking moved up, fought Eddie Alvarez at a different, 10 pounds heavier. Eddie Alvarez is a beast, bro. Like if you watch Eddie Alvarez. And Eddie Alvarez is a fucking monster, bro.
I lost money on that show.
Even the fights he loses, bro, like he could take a beating. Conor was just touching him, and it was like drop, touch him, drop. I was like, bro, I felt bad for him, bro. That's the first time I watched a fight when I honestly I felt bad for him, bro. I was like, this is embarrassing. This fool's the champ. He's the champ, and he was talking shit.
He was, bro.
He was talking shit too. So I was like,
what the fuck is this?
Yeah. That was the coldest one. He's like, I'm the fucking hardest 145er. I put people to sleep. He's like, who the fuck is this guy? Yeah, that's why I like him too, though, bro. After that, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. Jose Aldo, then Eddie Alvarez, or even before Eddie Alvarez, I'm sorry, when Nate tapped him out, and I was like, that's what you get, bitch.
Yeah.
See?
Yeah,
then he ran it back with Nate, and the thing with that, he could have been like, I'm going to fight Nate at 155. Fuck that. We fought at 170. That's why he beat me. let's go to my weight class, make them suck down to 155. I'll fuck them up. But no, he said, same weight, same place. We're gonna do it again. I'm gonna be prepared this time, and he fucking won.
That's why he wanted Khabib.
But Nate fucking put it. I think Nate won. I've watched it a million times. I think Nate won, but it was close enough to where you could see how they could give it to McGregor. It wasn't like he got robbed. It was like it was pretty fun. He dropped Nate Diaz, and he dropped Nate Diaz in a real fight, bro. If you go to fame, we go to some and we see two fools fighting. If you see one fool get dropped 3 times, who do you think's gonna win? Yeah. Who would you say won? Yeah. The guy who got dropped 3 times? Conor dropped him 3 times in the first 2 rounds. Nate put it on him. The last 3, I'd give to Nate. Last 3 rounds, Nate Diaz, I think. But and a judge who's not educated, who's probably never fought before,
it was usually the last 3 rounds to win it. The last 2 rounds
that's true too. That's what was disappointing. You remember the last shit that happened.
Nate fought Masvidal. I was disappointed because
they stopped it. Even though I agree with you, but Nate Diaz has a gas tank, bro.
I get it.
And at the end of that round,
I just said that his last 2 fucking fight win. The rounds that he won?
Yeah. Well, the end.
No, I get it. But I think Masvidal was...
Yeah, he was. But look, go if you have a chance. I have UFC Fight Pass. I watch these shits all the time,
I just got the zone.
Yeah, I got it too. I got it too.
The boxing and shit.
Yeah, I got that too. I got NFL Red Zone, bro. I got all the shit. But
okay, I'm not rich, okay?
Yeah. I mean, I need to stop with all these fucking streaming sites, bro. I got about 12 of them motherfuckers.
I'm addicted over here.
I swear. I got Netflix, I got Amazon, I got Hulu, I got all this HBO.
What the fuck is Tubi?
Yeah. Who the fuck watching Mulan? $30 for that shit? I never seen the original, bro, so I didn't really care when it came out.
I seen the cartoon one.
I've never seen it, so I was never like.
It's a good cartoon. Pissed because it wasn't like original.
Yeah, that's what I heard too.
Everyone was pissed because they filmed it in the Chinese province, or where they're selling the fucking, they're doing the human rights. Yeah. So they filmed the whole Mulan movie in the Chinese province.
They're fighting for human rights.
They're fighting for human rights.
They're filming a movie.
Big food. Fucking buffet. Don't you touch that shit. Don't you touch that shit, little kid.
He started politics, but no one liked the way it was shot.
No
one liked the image. No one liked the colors.
I was kind of excited actually, bro, when they fucking when they did fucking that Jungle Book movie. When I was a little kid, Jungle Book was like my favorite movie, and then I seen that one, and I was like, damn, they could do some shit with these movies, but they're gonna start remaking everything.
Did you watch the Jungle Book movie?
I seen that one, yeah.
Did you like it?
I thought it was dope that they put Bill Murray. I hella like Bill Murray, and they put him as Baloo.
Yeah,
I was like, that shit was tight. He's the bear. Yeah. So I thought it was cool. And then after I seen, the only reason I watched it honestly, bro, is because when I was a kid, that was my shit. Yeah, same here. But Lion King, I didn't really like when I was a kid. I didn't really care.
I heard Lion King was not good.
I didn't really care for it when I was a kid, but I was like, damn, that shit probably looks crazy. Like with the skill that they've got to make these movies, like when I seen Jungle Book, I was like, oh, they're gonna start doing all these fucking movies because it looks so dope, you know. So I haven't seen it, but
so what I heard what happened was
Arnold will never die, bro.
Yeah. Anybody now, bro. Well, even I don't know if you guys seen Star Wars. I think it was Rogue One. Have you guys seen that one?
Yeah, I've seen that.
Well, anyways, I'm not really the biggest on that either.
I'm not a nerd.
Yeah, I'm not really the biggest on that.
Where's the camera?
But on Rogue One, they used some fool who was in like I guess an older Star Wars movie. I don't know which one it was, but he's dead now. But they used his character in the whole movie. They used his character, and he's dead. And they used his character. He had dialogue, everything.
At the end of Rogue One, you know Princess Leia, right?
Yeah.
The original fucking Star Wars, the first one. She's fucking. They used that same one.
Yeah, at the end. Yeah, I seen that. Yeah.
The CGI.
Yeah. He's like a Star Wars.
Right here, right?
Yeah.
No, but they use that CGI, the same one as the original. Like, oh shit, like, fool, they can fucking hire anybody.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, and out of everybody, the Star Wars is gonna be the one putting the best fucking CGI into, right?
They got so much money behind it. Disney.
Fuck every Star Wars hater here.
Well, even look at all those fucking those Marvel movies, bro. They look fucking crazy. That quality of that shit's crazy.
I'm not a big superhero fan, but they're very good quality.
They did. I seen this one. It was called Doctor Strange. And they have some crazy looking.
That one I heard actually because I'm into the whole like different dimensions.
Yeah, that's what that was big. The whole movie was kind of like that.
Interdimensions, fucking different universes.
Imagine if you were on some shit watching it. That's all I was thinking when I was watching. I was like, bro,
I should be on something right now.
The whole time I was thinking, I was like, damn, people who are probably like, I wasn't when I seen it, but I was thinking the whole time. I was like, damn, if somebody's in here tripping right now, they're probably like, holy shit.
I was like, oh fuck. Yeah, because that's where the whole thing.
And it's a lot of it like that, bro, because it's like mystical shit.
How do you feel? How do you feel about that? I mean, to kind of like get on the different little subject and shit. Like, how do you feel about the whole? Like, do you like different dimensions, or like, how do you? Or is this the realm we're living in?
You know what?
Living in a
I'm not really too big on it, but one thing that makes me think about it is I don't know if you ever heard of the Mandela effect.
The Mandela effect.
You never heard of that?
Yeah, I have.
So just to kind of
refresh me.
So what it is like, so there's movies that come out, right? So like for example, let me give you this
life imitating art or
no. Watch, I'll give you an example. So the movie Forrest Gump, right?
Okay.
And he's sitting with the girl, and he's like, "Life is." What does he say?
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Life is like a box of chocolates, right? Okay. So when you watch the movie now, Forrest Gump, he doesn't say that. He says life was like
a box
or something that's different. Like the wording's different, but everybody says the same thing. Everybody says life is like a box of chocolates. Everybody says that. Yeah, let me get one, bro.
So because of that,
but like people like there's a lot of movies like that. That's just one example that everybody knows.
Yeah.
When you ask him, what does he say, bro? Life is like what? Life is on Forrest Gump.
Life is like a box of chocolates.
Right? Look it up. Look it up.
What you're going to get.
If you look it up, bro, he doesn't say that.
Oh,
I know Mandela effect. That's what we were talking about. So I was telling him, I was like, I'm not.
Effect, bro.
Yeah, see?
What the fuck?
So there's.
How come I don't know about Mandela effect?
It's like one of those YouTube rabbit holes, bro. You're gonna go down it.
This sounds something I should know. I mean, it sounds familiar, like really, really familiar.
There's a lot of them. So there's that one.
What's the premises? That you thought that they said something?
So people are saying that somehow things were altered. Somewhere down the line, things were altered. And the things, I mean, some people just say you're full of shit. But some people say things were altered somewhere down the line that changed shit.
Going back to Star Wars.
So hold on. So just you ever played telephone?
I don't think so.
As a kid?
Nah.
So you get
you tell a message
so
has to get to that.
So when
we done that. That. Yeah.
So can that be the same? Is that considered?
It could be, but no. But this is on a big scale.
Like a visual, everybody heard this.
Yeah, everybody you ask, bro. I guarantee everybody you ask about Forrest Gump, they're all. You said it. He said it. They're all gonna say. I don't know what they say. I think he says life was like a box, or what is it?
Here's the one. Mandela effect. The reason why they say that. Because people thought Mandela died in prison.
Oh, yeah, that's right. And he's alive.
Mandela really died outside of prison.
Mm-hmm.
Some people remember him dying in prison.
Oh, well, so maybe that's why it doesn't affect me, because I know he died outside.
Yeah.
No, it's fine. That's very true.
But even there's another one. I don't know if you remember this. When I was a kid, it was popular. Maybe when you were two. It's called the Berenstain Bears.
Oh yeah, Bernstein. Yeah. The way they spell it.
It's not spelled that. It's not Berenstain Bears. It's Bernstein Bears or some weird shit. There's hell of them though, bro. There's hell of them like that. I've watched them, but the Forrest Gump one's like the most popular one that everybody would know.
One you could say.
If you've seen Forrest Gump, you know. Life is like a box. Look it up, bro. It's not life is like a box of chocolates. It's life.
I'm actually curious now.
It's weird. I swear to. And there's this fruit. There's valid videos.
You got to look it up. I'm gonna take a Wiz Khalifa.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Okay, all right,
go for it.
There it is. Watch. Mandela effects. There it is. Berenstain Bears. But it's spelled that Berenstain. But when I was a kid, it's Berenstain, like Jewish name.
Yeah,
Berenstain. Like
I read that with an E.
Yeah, and it says right here.
Yeah, Stein at the end, right? Yeah. But look, that's how everybody says. No, you're wrong.
Another one, Luke. I am your father. Is Luke. I'm your father.
Yeah. No, that one too. Yeah, that's one too. Luke, I am your father. Luke, I am your father. But then it says something else, huh? We are the champions, Mandela effect.
I didn't know that one. But did you know about the Mandela that when he died out of prison?
Yeah, no, that's why they call it that.
See, I was too young to even.
Me too. Yeah, me too.
That, Did you really? I don't know.
Yeah. I wouldn't be up to game on that one. The Forrest Gump one for sure. I'm like, no fucking way. Or Mr. Rogers. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood, a beautiful day. That's what you think. It's a beautiful day, but he doesn't say that.
What's he say?
I don't remember it off the top of my head, bro. it's like, it's something like, you're like, no way, bro. I know that when I was a kid, I fucking watched Mr. Rogers, bro. It's a beautiful day in the neighborhood.
I would say, like he was saying earlier, maybe it was like that effect, like that telephone, right?
Yeah.
But because we didn't have the technology where we can be like,
yeah.
In the same way, like news was spread.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just like trying to.
Well,
how would you explain?
You know, well, there's a video that I seen where somebody does the Forrest Gump one, bro. And he fucking plays a DVD and it says it the way that everybody says it is now. They're like, no, you were wrong. It says it that way. And then he has a VHS. He's like, look, I have a VHS of Forrest Gump. I'm going to play it. And he fucking says it the way I remember him. Okay. Life is like a box of chocolates.
So that could be
and
two
things.
Either.
Why would they change something like that, though? That could be why? Things. It's not like he's saying, fuck you or something. You know what I mean?
Somebody's like, that's not the proper way to say it.
It's weird, bro. It's weird. So, but I've seen movies, like when you watch a movie on TV, they change shit, but you could hear it, like the difference. It's like hella off. Like, it's edited. It's an edited version of it. But
it's weird. But that like that parallel.
Well, that's what we started talking about. He's like, so we're talking about Doctor Strange, and he's like, hey, so what do you think about that, like parallel universes or whatever? And I was like, well, the only thing I don't know much about it, but I know about the Mandela effect, and that makes me think, how did that change? You know, or even that video. Have you ever seen that video? I don't know if it's fake. It could be. It's a Mike Tyson fight, and somebody has an iPhone in the back.
Yeah, I've seen that one. And there's a different one where
fake, like the Bruce Lee.
There's a different one where like somebody's wearing a shirt, like in an old era film. Like, somebody took a snap, and somebody was like wearing a fucking T-shirt, like a legit, like
a new school T-shirt. Like a new school
T-shirt. Or like the other one where Nicolas Cage is a vampire from like the 1500s.
Hey, that was true.
There's a lot of crazy ones like that. There's a lot of crazy ones like that.
Yeah,
I've seen those ones where they show it hell looks like that person.
This guy's a fucking vampire.
Fucking Dust Till Dawn.
So whenever somebody says your name, like, do you hear a voice in your head and it just says your name?
Oh no! But there's that. If you call somebody in your head, if I call you by your name, you would eventually turn around.
No, that's different. Okay, that's different one. Okay,
right.
That's happened before. I fucking guarantee that.
Yeah, and I've done that.
I will vouch my piece.
I'll put it on anything.
I was like, I'll say it like this. I was like, hey, check this out. I'm gonna call Jasmine just using my head,
and she's gonna look.
And she's like, what? I mean, I looked at my nephew. I was like, I was dead. I was like, he was like, oh, I swear to God, he can vouch for it. But I was gonna get to, they say whenever you hear somebody call your name or something in your head, and like you turn around thinking somebody called you, is because you are really dead and you're in a coma or something, and they're like your family's trying to call out to you. Because you're in a coma, like, or not dead. You're in a coma and your family's trying to call out to you.
Or someone trying to call out to you, because that seems too personal. Because what if I have no family?
Or someone's gonna
someone. So therefore, I don't know.
Spirit or something.
Someone's trying to call out to you.
So this is what I think about the whole different dimensions. So the different dimensions. My different dimension would be more of the aspect of, like, so let's say when you fall asleep, right? When you fall asleep,
I believe that.
I believe more of the aspect when you fall asleep. That's your real world.
Yeah.
Right. That's your real. That's the aspect of the real world that you live in.
Because it's everything that's in your mind.
Yeah. Right.
You're living it out now.
That's your consciousness.
It happens the way that's in your
that's
mind.
the real reality of whatever it is. Right. They talk about how, like, the brain. I'm too dumb to explain it, but there's a part in your brain when you're awake. It closes that. What is it called?
Pineal gland?
Your pineal gland. Your pineal gland is what releases the dopamine and all that stuff that psilocybin gives you and all that stuff, right? So when you're awake, there's a part of the thing that closes that. So you can't. So you see everything for what it is, for face value.
Yeah.
But when you sleep, that shit opens up and the floods get open, and you're fucking flying in space. You're fucking.
You know what's crazy about that, bro? Is when I'm sure you guys did it too, but when you're asleep sometimes in those dreams, you're awake. You're like, you know what you're doing.
Okay,
bro.
This guy does that.
Like, you know.
He does
like, I'm like, I know in my dreams before, I'm like, I'm thinking in my head,
that's called
do this,
dreaming.
do this.
Yeah, this guy, he could control his shit.
I've done it before too, bro.
Yeah, I can't.
It's fucking crazy. And sometimes I wake up, like, I swear to God, fool, when I'm sleeping, I'm like, what am I going to do tomorrow? Yeah. And I'll wake up and I'm like, that shit was fucking, that felt so real. It's so crazy. That's what I thought you were going to get into when you said that. I thought you were going to be like, bro, sometimes that shit feels like.
Because to me, I don't experience that, but I would say, because I know other people that experience it, I would say, well, then the reality would it be like how hard it is for us to control the dream now? Like in our aspect, would it be that when you're awake, when you're in your dream, it's your real life, and that's how hard it is to control the dream, which would be the reality of now.
Yeah.
In that era, in that situation, like you can't. When you're in the sleep state, it's a real world, but it's so real to you that this world now
saves you from it.
You know what I mean? Like that's
because there's been instances where I have them, bro, and I'm like in a car accident or something.
Well, that's
and
I'm like, you can't die in a dream.
Tripping in my, I'm like, I feel like I'm there, bro, and then I start realizing like, bro, this is a dream. And I wake up and I'm like,
well, that's what they say.
I feel it, bro. I'm like,
yeah, that's what they say. You can never die in a dream.
Yeah,
they say you can never die in a dream. You can never. There's never real facial recognition. And you can't read in a dream. Yeah, there's never reading letters coherent. Because
I would say maybe to a point there's no facial recognition.
Because I remember I have people in my dreams.
I have dreams like say we're all dreaming right now, but like, and I'll tell you guys, hey, bro, I'm dreaming.
Right now, though,
let me correct that. Let me correct that. Do you ever hear someone like, oh, this new person was in there? I don't know who it was. But you can never see that face.
Maybe you saw him.
You can never see like I don't know who it was.
Well, you know what? Right now, when you're saying it, like I'm thinking of a dream I had, bro, and I remember it. Like I could remember where I was, who I was talking to, but when I'm thinking right now, like face. I can't see the face, but I know who it was.
You could say
I know who it was. Yeah, I know who it was.
But when you look at the face, there's no.
I don't know. I don't know if in my dream I seen it.
The structure.
But right now, when I'm thinking, because I remember how it looked, but I can't picture what the face.
So supposedly within the dream, there is no. Complete structural recognition, right? That's why you can't read.
Yeah,
you can't read.
Do you wear glasses?
No.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
Why is that? Why some people say that?
No,
that's why you start lucid dreaming.
It's all blurry and shit.
Oh yeah.
I'm blind, motherfucker.
Oh, okay. I get what you're saying.
I don't know if that affects you.
Yeah. Well, like what I was telling him. You're talking about like.
Yeah, bro, maybe it's genetic.
But you're talking about when you're in your dream, you can't see their faces. Is that what you're saying?
What's that?
You're saying when you have those dreams, you can't see their faces because
yeah, so that's why you're blind.
No, what I was telling him was
asleep, but I put on my glasses.
But what I was telling him was that when I'm in those dreams, I remember because I know who I was talking to. I remember who was in it. I remember that. But like right now, when we're talking about, I'm thinking of a specific one I had recently, and I know who that person was, and I know where they were sitting. I know where we're at, but I can't picture their face. Even though I know it's that person, I don't remember what they were wearing or what their face was looking like.
Mannerisms were the same.
Or how their hair was. You know what I mean?
There's no structure. There's no structural recognition of. And then I think that goes down to like the golden ratio rule to your face structure. That's why when you get surgery and it changes, you can the deep fake.
Yeah.
The reason why you notice it is because that golden rule. Because there's a numerical number to it. To your face.
Yeah.
So if you change your nose, the human they know that. Wait a minute, something's wrong here.
Yeah.
Yeah. Something I don't know what, but something.
Yeah.
Something here.
Yeah.
Well,
even like those pictures that they say, can you see what's wrong?
Yeah. And most
you're like you're looking. It takes a while sometimes.
But some people can pick it up.
Yeah.
Down the beach, or you see a pair of tits or something.
Or how do you guys feel about that? How do you guys feel about that? I don't know. It was a couple of years ago, but like recently it came back up with me with like people I work with, like that dress one.
Yeah,
it's like, is it blue or whatever, or is it white? Or
I always see the same one, blue. I guess I don't know.
I mean, or like the word. I don't remember. I don't remember off the top of my head right now that one, but there's one. It's like a shoe, bro, and it looks like it's fucking like.
Adidas are nice.
No, that's crazy. It's like the color of it. Like some people, like I see it pink and something, right? And other people see it gray and something. And they don't believe me, bro. They cannot believe I see it that way. They're like, "Are you fucking crazy,
You're
bro?"
retarded, bro.
I'm like, "Bro, I swear to God." But even me, like when I see it and they don't see it my way, I tell them the same thing. I'm like, "Bro, how do you see it? You don't fucking see this as pink?"
Look.
Yeah.
Look at. Are you lying to me?
There's one though. There's one that I seen it change though. It was a white shoe, but it had like a certain shade. Like the lights were off or something, right?
Oh,
but when I first looked at it, it looked like a black shoe.
I think I seen.
They're like, "What color is it?" I was like, "It's black."
Yeah.
They're like, "No, it's not. It's white." I was like, "Bro, I'm looking at this fucking picture right now. I promise you, it's a black shoe." And I'm looking, and I like looked at it at a certain angle, and I seen it. I was like, "Oh shit, it's white." And I was like, "Man, I can't even see the black now. If I wanted to, I can't see the black shoe now." And there's another thing too. I don't remember if you guys did it when you were kids. When I was a kid, you could draw a cube.
Oh yeah,
you know, draw a cube, 2 squares.
I'm like,
you do 1 square, and then another square in the middle, and then you just connect all the lines, right?
Yeah.
And you could see it from a different point of view, though.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you look at it. Oh yeah, I used to do that too. Yeah, I used to do that shit too. But with that fucking cube, you see it from 2 different perspectives, bro. And I think it just goes back to that too. Like just the way you look at it.
Yeah, because or when you would put the box and you put boxes within the boxes, and then each intersection becomes a dot. And then inside of the blank box becomes dots inside the thing because your eyes don't know how to.
Oh, yeah, I think I seen that one too.
And manipulate it. So that's what I'm saying. So it goes down to like even when we look at something like the human body, right? Like when I'm looking at this, the retinal, whatever the eye function, it's upside. It's upside down, and it's manipulated. Yeah. So even the world,
like those pictures people do, where you see it, you turn it, and it looks a different way. Yeah.
So the reason why it's like that, because naturally, when you look at something, you're looking at it upside down, but when it hits the reflection of your eye,
Now as I read about it, because I wanted to know, I was like, how do people see it different? There's got to be a reason why people see it this way and I see it this way. And I read into it, and that's what it said. It's like it has to do with the shading, the lighting. Everything. It could throw off your whole
colorblind. Yeah. You might have more color sensitive to certain else. Like when I watch computerized like video games, right? Like when they show the computerized the trailer. Let's take a trailer of a video game. When they're showing the trailer of the video game, I can tell when it goes, okay, that's computerized. And then it goes into the gameplay. Yeah. Right? He can't tell the difference. He could go, oh, that looks exactly the same. Yeah. Like, no.
No, I could tell. It's
fucking different. I could tell. Right away, it looks. I can see the pixels drop. I can see like the function.
It looks like almost cinematic in the trailer.
Totally. Yeah. It looks real. Like because the computerization of it looks legit.
Because it's more of like a planned out sequence rather than you running it.
Yeah. And then as soon as it goes to the gameplay, or as soon as it changes. You don't even have to move the controls. So it goes from computerized to gameplay. Yeah. I can see the significant drop.
There's even some games where it goes from cinematic view to the game, and you can see it change.
I can still,
I know what you're saying.
Drop.
Yeah, I got what you're saying.
But when I go with this guy, he's like, oh, I can't see the difference. So I'm like, so I see the point because I'm like, dude, how can you not see it? It's just right there.
Yeah. Goes, oh, it's all off the perspective.
Yeah, it's the perspective of what.
I've even had people when I fucking play a video game, bro. They'll walk in, they'll be like standing there, and they'll be like, oh shit, I thought this shit was real. I'm like, nah.
Yeah, that's the
fucking video game.
What the fuck?
It mostly happens like on when I play, because I play like FIFA. MMA or
something like that.
Madden.
Yeah. I was like, oh shit, he was tripped out.
Yeah. Mostly Madden is when it happens.
I was born in 1935 at the time, and I was playing FIFA like 15, like hella older, but like. He was tripped out on that, bro. He's like, oh, shit.
Well, even my dad, my pops was born in 1960, bro. And I remember one time he was sitting there and he was watching me play Grand Theft Auto, and that fool was tripping.
What the fuck?
He was like, holy shit.
Yeah.
This shit looks real. I'm like, yeah, I got 2.
Check it out. I'm going to the back alley.
You know what's funny, bro, is when that game first, it wasn't when it first came out. It was Grand Theft Auto 3 when they first made the ill graphics.
Yep.
My cousin had it, and he was doing that shit. And my uncle walked in, he was like, what the fuck? He took it. He was like, you ain't playing this shit. I remember I told my cousin, I was like, bro, why would you even be doing that? Like, what? You're picking up hookers? You do have missions for you to do. He's like, fuck. Just trying to live it out.
So, you know, there's missions.
Yeah, there's missions you play, right? You like shoot people. And, what are you doing? He's like looking for him, dude. Driving up and down the block. He's always on this block right here. Right, trust me. Yesterday I picked one up right here.
Right here. Sundown, bro. Always here.
Sundown. That's fucking hilarious.
He was a Zodiac.
Yeah. That's
so what do you think about the theory of like a simulation theory then?
Well, you know what? I think what would educate me more on that would probably be like watching The Matrix or some shit. I hear that kind of games you up. I don't honestly have a point of view on it because I'm not really educated on it. But one thing I thought was crazy is like as far as a concept of a movie, it's not really like The Matrix, but there's this one movie where everything was based off time. Yeah, I think it's called In Time.
It's called Timeless.
No, it's called In Time, I think.
With Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, it's called Timeless?
I think it's called Timeless.
Oh, shit. I thought it was called In Time. In Time, yeah.
Hey, Mandela effect, bro.
Nah.
Whoa, what the fuck?
No, but that's a crazy concept, though, like that.
Yes, that movie could have been fucking really good, but they did it too fast.
Yeah.
Right? They did it too, the cinema aspect of it was too, like...
I don't know why I thought of that. I think just because when you said that, I thought of Matrix, and I thought of that.
That's a really good movie, though. It's a very good movie.
A good concept, at least. I was like... I heard Justin Timberlake was in it. I was like, what the fuck? I don't know, just Justin Timberlake shit. Then I watched it and I was like, oh shit, that's a pretty good idea. Fucking Justin Timberlake. That's funny.
Alright, fuck with it.
That's funny.
No, that's cool.
Nah, but yeah, I wish I would be a little more educated. Like, people have tried to tell me about it. That simulation shit, but usually they refer to the Matrix, and I'm like, fuck, I don't really understand it.
So the most basic form of it would be that the advancement of technology. It's inevitable to get to the point where you're not going to be able to tell
what's real,
the difference between the deep fakes, right? Yeah. You're not going to be able to tell the difference. Yeah. So the theory is basically saying that how do you know now
that it's not already there?
That it's already there.
Yeah, no, I heard that before.
Like, how is it that you don't know that?
Well, that's kind of what the Mandela effect reminds me of, bro. It's like maybe somewhere down the line something changing. Like, because even when I think, like, as a kid, like, sometimes I'm like, why can't I remember shit as well when I'm a kid? Is it because shit changed and it just, like, erased those memories because shit's different now? You know what I mean? Like, it's a weird way to look at it, but that's just something I've thought of before as far as what we're talking about. Yeah. I've been like, why? How come when you get to a certain age, like, you remember little things, but why don't I remember as well as I remember shit from high school? Yeah, as long as I remember shit from.
Well, because memory is shitty. Just
you're right. Like, it could just be that.
Because it could be, or it could just be hidden. Yeah, right. Because I could be like, dude, you remember that one time we went this? You're like, oh shit, I forgot about that.
There's shit. Like I don't mean to. I'm kind of going off.
No.
Just crediting what I'm saying.
And we're all down the rabbit.
Yeah, I know. Well, I'm talking about saying lazy.
We're a couple
deep fake right now.
Deep fake. Forrest Gump.
But there's shit I remember, like, as a kid really well. Like, I remember it like watching a movie. I could play it back in my head. But then there's shit, like, people, like you said, people asking, I'm like, I don't know. I don't remember that shit. You don't remember that shit?
Nah, bro, you were right there.
I don't know idea what you're talking about. Yeah.
You fucking punched him.
But that, like I said, that kind of discredits what I say, because how do I remember that shit so well like that, you know?
Yeah, well, because it's how they say the brain and the memory has like catacombs.
Yeah.
Right. So you kind
of store certain things
in a certain way. That's why
shit that wasn't that meaningful may not be lodging.
Yeah, something that didn't really lodge to you. It
didn't mean anything.
Me seeing you punch that one guy made it
in your head
to me.
It's in your head.
So now to you, it's like, oh, that didn't mean nothing.
It talks about memory banks. Inside Out.
What is this?
Have you guys seen Inside Out?
I haven't seen that one.
I've never seen that one.
Was it a Disney movie?
Oh, I've heard of that. I haven't seen it, but I heard of it.
Same concept.
Yeah. So
dude, that reminds me of Black
memories that you focus on like that.
Well, because the brain's a powerful thing, right? So you get say trauma victims of like rape victims or something like that, like child abuse. Right,
that shit's burned in your memory.
They not even that. A lot of say you get molested or something at a young age, and then your brain is a powerful thing where it hides it.
Yeah,
it covers it, right?
Yeah.
So you don't want
to remember it.
You don't remember nothing until you're like 50 years old, bro. And then when you're 50, it comes out and you're having your midlife crisis. And you know what? And now you're taking therapy.
Yeah,
because of those catacombs are the ones that
open up when they want.
Yeah, because at a young age, children are able to adapt.
Yeah.
Right. All studies show that most people, when you want to teach a child another language, you want to do it within 1 and 5 years old.
Yeah, because they're sponge.
Yeah,
like a sponge. They pick everything up.
Which is the reason why, because it's covering one, it's covering the other. So the most traumatic thing they've ever experienced gets covered up when they're like 3 years old.
Yeah.
With something, more sweeter.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
But that's why a lot of people have those midlife crises, have those therapy sessions when they're 30, 40, 50 years old, because it's that suppression that was in the catacomb when they were 3 years old.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it bursts out.
What about that? Have you guys seen that movie talking about that, like, different dimensions and shit? Have you seen that movie, Inception?
Yes.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's kind of like on that same idea, like the dreaming.
So with the
you could be in your jump in your dream or something like that, right?
You're still stuck in the dream. Like, are you still the reality of a dream?
So you know how you say, oh, when you die, some people say that's it, right? You're black.
Yeah.
And they say also, cousin is a sleep of death.
Yes.
Right. You do dream. So.
But now you're just in a full-time dream.
So now, do you take the black out or do you take the dream aspect?
Yeah.
Do you jump in it? Okay. Do you remember when so I always had this thing. I was telling him, so when we first hang out, I always tell him, like, dude, I remember being like in third grade, second grade, thinking, when you die, you wake up, like legitimately. That's how I've always had that theory. You die, I wake up, and I'm like, dude, you were in my dream. You were in my dream. You were fucking there. You were there. Fucking everybody was there, bro. And then, right? So, but the thing is, because like I said, when you fall asleep, you're in your real life. You're in your real. You're just permanently in your. The cousin of sleep is and it's the cousin of death is sleep, right? So when you're asleep, you're living the real life that you're supposed to do. So when you're dead,
which is the life you start when you die.
So right now we're in the dream, right?
Like, and you're living little pieces of it when you go to sleep.
And that's why people say this world is heaven or hell. It is what you make of it. So because it's a dream, it's a lucid dream. You do what you want to do. This is the most lucid dream you could ever have.
Yeah.
Right, you have choices.
That's a crazy way to look at it, bro. I'm tripping. I'm like looking at your lips. I'm like,
what the fuck? Hey, I'm like in third grade.
I know. That's crazy.
That's in third grade.
I was in third grade thinking of this shit. Like, dude, that's what it is.
Yeah,
like,
that's what
you wake up and it's the reality of it. Like, I even had like a little bit less creepier than that, whatever, or trippier than that would be that like in third grade. I remember having the idea of paintings were a different world. So if you see the painting, it was like the painting was looking at you as a painting,
watching you.
Like that's how I always felt it.
That goes somewhere because there's a lot of Native Americans that never took pictures
because it takes your soul.
Captured your soul, and supposedly. That soul's like in the fucking.
It's there.
It's stuck.
Yeah.
Like, you know, like shit like that.
Like you take a piece of soul.
That's Black Mirror shit, though. Yeah. You know, like you ever seen the Black Mirror on Netflix?
I've heard of it. I heard it's a really good show.
Get into it, bro.
Yeah, I think I checked out one episode. Yeah. Well, I need a show like that, bro. I don't like. I get into these. I get mad at myself because I go on Netflix. I always watch the same shit, bro. And there's shit I know. I'm like, I'm gonna watch it. I can barely watch that American Murder one that everybody was talking about.
Because there's great shows out there. People always tell me, I'm like, should I invest my time in this right now? Because it's really tough for me to.
Some of them just catch you like that though, and you're like, you watch first episode, you're like, I'm on. Like I've tried to watch Game of Thrones like fucking 20 times, bro, and I know it's dope because I've seen little episodes, but every time I sit down to watch the first episode, I'm like, I can't do all this right now. I gotta watch 20 seasons. But yeah, I guess you gotta kind of catch them.
I did that before they take off. I did that with Breaking Bad.
See, I've been holding off on Breaking Bad because I watched Better Call Saul, and Better Call Saul is a prelude to Breaking Bad. So I don't want to start because I started watching Better Call Saul first. And then
it's not even related.
Yeah, at all.
At all. It just tells his story.
He's just
a small character in that one.
In like 6 seasons, they show like twice.
See, then it don't even matter
because the whole point of it.
No, I've heard it is, but I've held off for that reason. But in Better Call Saul, that one old dude's in it, and he's like a pretty big piece in. He's a hitman
for the lawyer.
Oh, okay, so he's a pretty. But Saul's the lawyer.
Yeah. So
the
ball man, he's the hitman for that guy.
He's the hitman for him, and Breaking Bad, he's the hitman.
So
so no matter what, he's still the hitman
because he fucks with him tough. He's a big part of Better Call Saul.
The guy is the hitman in Breaking Bad as well.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So the only difference is, well, not even that. So the whole thing is that. Better Call Saul, he has hella clients, right? He has Breaking Bad is one of his clients.
Does
that make sense?
Yeah, his client is
one of his.
Yeah, it's him.
And then, so they could do another spinoff on a different client.
Yeah.
Episode where they brought that dude back in, like, oh, that relates back to this.
Well, they bring hella people from the show.
From that bald guy with the glasses.
Yeah.
Bad guy.
Yeah.
On Better Call Saul, did they have an episode with him in it?
I haven't had it yet, so don't tell me shit.
Yeah, I haven't seen Breaking Bad, so I'm not sure if I'm thinking of the same guy.
Yeah, so he's talking about
the guy I'm thinking about is like I'm pretty sure he's on Breaking Bad.
Heisenberg. His name is Heisenberg.
He's like a real serious ass old dude.
Yeah.
No, you guys talking.
Yeah, I'm thinking of a different guy then. Yeah, I'm thinking of a different guy. Yeah.
So about
soccer.
Soccer.
No, you know what? No, actually, I did want to get into a certain topic. There is a topic I want to get about. It was about the Zoom meetings and how you feel, because I know your a side profession would be dealing with kids and whatnot, or teaching.
Mm-hmm.
And my I don't have kids, right? So my perspective, I'm always interested to know what's the next thing coming out, or like what's the next generation gonna kind of look like. So my question to you would be like, knowing how the pandemic now has treated the children, right, with online classes, and I mean now you got fucking third graders answering emails, right? They gotta answer emails promptly and fucking due dates and.
It's
so how do you think that affects the kids? You being as a teacher,
for sure, bro. I just know as me being a kid, a lot of those experiences having as a kid in school kind of made me into the person I am.
Yeah,
like whether it was dealing with people who are being mean to you, or dealing with people. There's a bunch of different things, just building friendships in general, building relationships with
social
people.
Life of it.
Social life. As a kid, I mean, where else do you get that at? As a kid, unless you have a big family, you have hella brothers and sisters or cousins,
or live in apartments or some shit.
That's the main thing I look at it is like, man, these kids are a big part of their lives being taken away, not intentionally.
No,
it's the way it is now. But like that's a big part of a kid's life, bro. Is being because I mean, as it is already, kids at home aren't going out and playing, and like how maybe me and you used to.
Yeah.
When I was a kid, bro, like 6 or 7 houses on my block, we all there was kids at every house. And we all kicked it with each other every day.
Yeah.
Riding bikes, rollerblading, skateboarding, playing football, boxing, whatever. It was always a big group of us, So I think that's a big... They don't do that right now. Right now, all the kids are on tablets. Even my nephews.
They
play video games, are on tablets. So they're already being taken... That's already taken away just by that side. With going to school, that part of their life's already taken away. Yeah. Now, they're on their tablet and computers to go to school. And then when they're done with school, they're on their tablet still playing games, and so it takes away a whole
different aspect of life.
And when they're in the classroom, they're not able to just talk freely as if they were in a classroom
and fuck off. Because I play picnics in my class, bro.
I mean, if me and you were in a classroom right now, if we were in a college and a professor's talking to me, and you were gonna be like, "Hey, bro, fucking, did you see the game yesterday?" Or whatever.
Oh, shit, he's looking at
a kid might not say that, but they're just the interaction.
Yeah.
Them being like, "Oh, at recess,
camaraderie.
Remember at recess we were playing?" That interaction's out there. They can't do that. They can't do that because when they're online, there's a teacher, and the teacher can't have 100 kids off mute. And they're all just, blah, blah, blah. That's how it is. I've been there, bro. I've seen it. Yeah, so all those kids have to be muted while they're talking. And if a kid wants to talk, they unmute themselves and say, hey, that's how it is now. And some kids, they just don't really care. So they're just like,
discipline.
Turn it off. Because you can't control it, bro. You could mute them, but they could unmute themselves anytime they want to. So in my experience, it's a little different because I'm not actually in a classroom. Ours is more of like one-on-one type thing. So I have like some staff who work with kids, and they it's pretty much them. I just oversee the program. So the kid will jump on Zoom. I assign them. They work with the kid one-on-one for about 30 minutes, help them with homework, whatever it is. As to where before, we would have them for a couple hours, and we were coaching them in sports. We were doing classes with them. I did like little talent shows for them. We have like fun Fridays. They do like balloon games or water balloons. It's all interaction. And our main focus is always about building relationships and the kids, giving back to our community. I'm lucky enough to work in the community where I went to school at. So I could share, because I worked with middle school kids before too. I don't right now. But for like 3 years, I worked at the middle school that I went to school at.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
And at middle school, that's your transition from starting to become a man or become a woman.
Yeah, those are really big choices you're gonna make.
I look at it more. I mean, obviously for the boys, because I can't really share my experiences with the girls because I didn't have the same experiences as them. But I could still tell them like I grew up in this neighborhood, same neighborhood as you.
Yeah, I know what boys think.
Yeah. I know what boys think. Avoid that boy or whatever, and then the boys, like, I mean, when I first started, bro, the first kids I had were 3rd grade, and those kids just graduated high school. You know what I mean? So I've been able to see those kids. And at that point, I was at the elementary, 3rd grade, and then went to 4th grade. Then I went to middle school. So, but the time they got to 6th grade, I was there. I missed 1 year with them, basically. I had them 6th grade, 7th grade, 8th grade. Then I moved as a supervisor to the school I work at now. And I got to see those kids graduate, bro. Sick, yeah. And those kids reach out to me, bro. They're like, "Hey, man, I just want to tell you." Like, they share their experience with me.
Yeah,
like
that kind of says something because you kind of grew up with them. They kind of look at you. Like, some of the
and some of them, now that's exactly what it is. Because some of them may not have bigger brothers or have even their dad around. Like me, I grew up on my grandparents, bro. I didn't have my dad. I didn't have my mom was there as much as she could be, but I didn't have my dad, bro. I didn't have nobody to teach me how to change a tire. Nobody taught me how to drive. Nobody taught me how to shave. You know what I mean? I didn't have that. So some kids who've had that same experience, and I know, I'm able to tell them, like, hey, man, like if they tell you, bro, especially at the age they reach out, like they're looking for somebody.
Especially they feel comfortable with you. Like,
yeah, and some of them, like I said, I had them since they were kids. So when they get to that age, they know me like almost like I'm a family member almost. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, it's definitely takes. I mean, like we were talking about before, like something has to happen. They can't just be deprived of their education, bro. Something has to happen. This is the concept we're going with, and we have to do it until things are able to go back to normal. And who knows when that happens?
That's normal,
I mean, they're starting. I know in certain parts of California, they're starting these little groups coming back, but just groups, maybe like 20 kids, 15 kids.
I think what I think we're going to benefit this for our own kids is the class sizes are going to get smaller. I think that's a very important thing where you can't have like fucking 30 kids with one teacher. That doesn't
especially work. Like this. No, I can't. It doesn't work.
But in general, just in general,
that's why ours is beneficial, bro. Because
you get that one-on-one.
At one time. So myself, I oversee the program. I have 5 staff members. All those staff members are assigned to 4 kids on Monday and Tuesday, and they're assigned to 4 kids on Wednesday and Thursday. So we're supporting about 4 times 5, 20, about 40 kids. You know,
see, but that's enough time. Yeah, so imagine having 40 kids every day.
Yeah, that's hard, bro. I've told those teachers when I see them, I tell them like, man, because like I said, we do a one-on-one. The most I've had at one time was probably maybe like 10, and I was like, damn.
That was about
just that. I was
about choke 8 of them.
Yeah, and we were just doing a fun game. I wasn't trying to teach them nothing.
I was about choke 8 of them.
Playing,
just run across the line.
Like, where we're through that, your mom was up.
So it's definitely it's a challenge, bro. Like I definitely, especially now, like before, when everything was normal, like the teachers would tell me, like, why don't you just become a teacher? Like, I see how you work with the kids. And I'm just like,
it's different.
It is. And on top of that, I got to go back to school, bro. And school, I'm lucky enough to be where I'm at to not have had to go to college.
Yeah, I feel it.
I mean, I was lucky enough. I started when I was about 14 working with kids. When I was 18, I got a job with them, and I never thought it would turn out to where it is now. But now I like oversee a whole program. Whereas before I was just an instructor. I would just coach, help them with homework. Now I oversee all that. My staff do the same thing I used to do. I just make sure everything runs smooth. And before all this COVID, we were supporting like up to like 120 kids a year, maybe more. You know, so now it's 40. It's a big drop, you know.
So let me ask you this. about the COVID situation. Do you think? Because I like to find good and evil, right? So you get the COVID situation. Yeah. What do you think? What do you think the good comes out of it?
Well, for me, for sure, it's the music thing, bro. Like we talked about earlier, there's no excuse for me not to be able to put content out, even if it wasn't music or my own music. Doing features, like people hit me up, bro. Like they hit me up, and they'll be like, "Hey, bro, can you do this song for me? Like, I just need you to sing a chorus or do a verse." And that, like if I wasn't working on my own, I was reaching out, like posting like, "Hey, I'm doing verses today," or
you network.
Hit me up. You know, if you need a verse, hit me up. They hit me. People hit me. Sometimes they do. Sometimes they don't. When they don't, that gives me reason to not. I can't just sit. If I'm just sitting there fucking playing Madden all day, I'm like, what did I do? Because when COVID started, I was like really hella like partying a lot.
Super
partying. Then it turned into that.
Yeah.
Because well, and then on top of that, my nephews live in Las Vegas, and for the summertime, they came over. They came over for the summer. No, I did go over there. Well, I had to go get them, so we went over there. We went over there for sure. Trust me. We make it a point when we pick them up to make sure we start the trip doing our thing. We pick them up, go home. Then when we take them back, we drop them off, do our thing, and then we go home. You know, so I mean, I love Las Vegas, but I'm a Raider fan too, so. It gives me. That's a show. Thanks for coming. But so that gives me. I love Las Vegas, bro. So that gives me so much. But anyways, when they came to San Jose for the summer, I mean, I was out of work because I work every summer too because of school, but there was COVID shit, so there was no summer school. So my nephews were there every day, and I mean, I just do whatever they want to do, bro. They want to go play basketball, we go shoot basketball. They want to play video games. I had my PlayStation in one room, my Xbox in the other room. They both getting down on Mortal Kombat or whatever. So I never played these games really. All I play is really like sports, like I said, MMA, UFC. I play Madden. So, and it's usually just online when I get a chance. But since they were there and I'm spending the day watching it with them, I'm playing WWE and fucking Mortal Kombat and Call of Duty and like I don't ever play those games. So I was in that mode for a minute during COVID too, you know. But it definitely gave me a reason to do what I do, dog. Like I honestly, like I know for sure it's like shady. I want to go do shows. That's the biggest thing for me. My money maker is the shows, bro.
Yeah,
honestly,
for most people.
Yeah, because people honestly don't even really buy albums nowadays. They stream, and you can get money from streaming. So if you get,
even if you have a good, if you have the same revenue.
Yeah, exactly,
it's not the same revenue.
So I was really relying on shows, and like I said, in 2019, pretty much all year we were throwing sometimes 2-3 shows a month, and that's our shows. Even I performed on all of them or most of them. But even if I didn't, we're putting together a show and we're still getting paid.
Yeah, because you're your own promotion.
Yeah, it's our promotion. So we're getting paid. You know what I mean? So I was
other people's shots.
Yeah, and that's because at one point I was the one getting those shots. You know, people would reach out to me, be like, "Hey, you want to perform Andre Nicotina? This is what the deal is."
You perform with him?
I performed with hell.
How is that cat? Because he's one of my favorite artists. I'll tell you this for now.
Even before I did a show with him, bro. Before I met him, or before I did a show with him, I was at. Do you know where the dive bar is in San Jose? I was at the dive bar kicking it. Slow night. There was nothing going on. I was just sitting at the little table drinking. This fool was sitting right next to me, bro. Andre Nicotina. Sitting right there. He's dressed up in a suit. He was with some Samoan bitch. She was fine. And I was like, I was telling my boss, hey, bro, I think Andre Nicotina's right there. He's like, swear to God. I was like, I'm gonna go say what's up. Got up, hey, Nicotina, what's up? Shook my hand. He's like, what's up, bro?
What's up, Tiger?
I was like, hey, can I take a picture with you, bro? Is it cool if we take? It's all good. Took a picture. Then another time, I was just walking downtown. We were out of the club. I was kind of faded. This was just walking downtown San Jose by himself, just chilling. I was like, Nicotina, what up, bro? Well, I hear my CD, dog. He took my CDs off for sure. Cool as fuck, bro. And there's other cats I've seen that are like not like that.
Yeah.
And Andre Nicotina, I put Andre Nicotina above all these other motherfuckers.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. To me, he's like,
and Mac Dre.
Yeah, they're like,
to me.
They're like right there.
Dre Dog and Mac Dre.
Yeah, I'll tell you this: the only two people that legitimately, like I say, okay, never really have beef with anybody, like Nicotina and Mac Dre talk hella shit, bro. Like talk hella shit, or even Vinny Paz.
Yeah,
put him in the category where they talk so much shit, but no one could come up and say, fuck him.
They can't fuck with him.
Fuck him.
Like, and everybody who has fucked with them don't stand a chance.
They can't.
Yeah, it's funny, bro.
Yeah, they can't do that stuff, and so I've always wondered that shit because Nicotina always seemed I seen interviews and shit like that, and he always seemed like I don't do that kind of stuff. You know. Well, but his music says I'm the one chilling in the bar by myself.
He is.
Yeah, and that's the kind of shit.
It was. And before, like I said, even before that, my brothers would tell me like I would ask them because my brother always used to. This is before people who were taking selfies and had smartphones. My brother used to go around with a digital camera everywhere. Oh, wow. So he would be in the club. He'd see your boy or Andre Nicotina.
And what happened to your boy?
He actually, at the studio I recorded, it's called Red Wall Studio.
What's his name?
Yeah, his name's, it was YB the Rockstar for a minute, and now it's Rich Rocka. His name's Rich Rocka now. So he just put his album out, and he records.
Your boy.
Yeah.
Your boy name was Slapping.
Your boy's dope, yeah.
Your boy.
But he got his album mixed and mastered by my engineer. Or one of my engineers that I record my music with. So yeah, I'm actually trying to get him on a remix for a song I did right now. But I know he just put his album out. But you know what's cool is that the cool thing about social media, I like when I seen his album drop, my engineer posted it, so I reposted it, and then that fool reposted my shit. Oh, cool. And it's just like when I was a kid, I listened to your boy like, "Who wanna go 16s with me?" That was the Darth Vader. That was like my bro. Honestly, that was my favorite fucking song. When I heard it, it was my favorite song. So now that I'm kind of in the same, I don't know him or nothing, but I'm in the same kind of circle as him, where I could set something up like that is crazy to me.
That's dope.
Doing shows with Nicotina. You know, another cool motherfucker was the Jacka. I did hella shows with the Jacka. The Hustler even. I know the Hustler kind of got like a shady name on him. But before that,
and I love the Hustler.
Yeah, me too. He's one of my favorite fucking. Bro, he's dope. He's dope. But yeah, that ain't no. Yeah,
that's no thing.
Yeah. That's no thing. The Jacka was the first time I ever met him. I was maybe about 15 years old, 16. And I used to use my brother's ID because I looked kind of like how I do now. I was just a little younger, you know what I mean? But I had like a fucking beard.
Just no facial hair.
No, I did. I did. That's why I was able to. That's how I was able to even meet him because I used to use my brother's ID to get in the club when I was like 16.
Yeah.
I was getting in 21 and older clubs, so I was at Tunes back in the day. I'm Mexican, yeah.
All right, that's perfect. You got Mexican
yeah.
I did. Motherfucker looks like his brother.
Yeah, all my brothers, bro. We all look alike. Yeah. Sorry, people say that all the time. But I was able to get into those clubs back in the day, so I did a show with them at Tunes, and I never met him, bro. But one of the homies that I was fucking with at that time, he was cool with the Jacka, and they were sitting next to each other in the back, like only the artists were back there, you know. Went back there, and that fool had a bottle of Patron and a blunt. He was passing the blunt to me. We were smoking. He gave me the bottle of Patron. I was like a kid. I couldn't believe it, but he didn't. Yeah. But I couldn't believe it, bro, because he could have just been like, "Who's this motherfucker over here? I don't get the fuck out of here." But he was like, "Here, bro." Like that was crazy. It's the same thing that goes to the Nicotina shit. Like he's just kicking it, bro. Like nobody was bugging him. Nobody. Maybe it's just people who aren't educated. Yeah, I did. Right when I seen him, I was like, "This tall motherfucker." Who's so tall? Nicotina.
He's sitting down, but he's still tall.
He was just kicking it, bro. He's just kicking it.
That's cool.
He had like a all white suit on with the white dope little what are those fedora, little brim. Yeah, he was pimping, bro. I was like, yeah.
You were like in his lyrics.
Yeah. I swear to God, man. I swear to God.
Back chilling, nobody.
Yeah.
I'm one of his groupies.
Yeah.
How crazy? No, because the closer I got to that, I went to his concert and shit, and he took my blunt.
Yeah.
That fuck.
You know what the craziest show I ever did, bro? The craziest show I would have never imagined in my whole life that I did was I did a show with the Far Side and Slum Village. The same fucking night. The Far Side and Slum Village. If you're a Jay Dilla, I know Jay Dilla's dead. If you're a Jay Dilla fan, he's one of my favorite artists of all time. Producers. The Slum Village. Obviously, he wasn't alive, and then obviously some of the guys from Far Side aren't around no more. But to just the opportunity to do, and it was at the Catalyst. It was at the Catalyst, bro. I could not believe being on sharing the same.
Okay, you performed with.
I performed with. No, I wasn't on like. On the stage, I opened up for them, you know? I couldn't believe it, bro, and they offered me.
How long ago was that?
It was about, I would say maybe like 2014, maybe 2013. It was called the Welcome to Dillaville Tour.
Yeah, you were younger than me. You're 2014.
I was like 2014. I was about 22.
I was probably got your show. Shit.
I've been doing shows since I was about 16, bro. Like 16 years old.
Show, I'm like,
yeah. Well, I did a couple. I did one with them at Tunes, and I did one with them at the Catalyst also. And recently, not recently, but before the COVID shit, I did one at the Catalyst with Devin the Dude. Oh, okay. That one was crazy. Cool. I couldn't believe it, bro. I was
that would have been dope.
I'm telling you, that's why, us doing these promotions now, that's what we're trying to provide people with. Right now, we don't have, the headliners like that, but those were the opportunities I was given. You know, I got to do shows at the Jacka, Hustler, Nicotina, E40, Too Short, fucking Slum Village, The Far Side, all the YG, Burner, Tyga, Clyde Clarkson. I think he's cool. When I first heard him, I kind of thought he sounded like the Jacka a little bit.
He kind of reminded me of Too Short because
it's slow style, yeah. You know? I think he's dope because he puts on for the Bay tough. Yeah, always. He shout out San Jose a lot. And on top of that, his brand is so big now that people fuck with him. Yeah, that's what I respect more than anything else.
Yeah. I think Trees got
that's what got him in. No, for sure. Trees and the Coke game. That's what got him in.
Rich all this. I feel like rapping now.
No, and he says it.
Yeah,
pretty much keeps it real.
That's fucking dope.
You can't not respect somebody who does what they talk about.
I never knock on the hustle.
Yeah,
if I find out you're doing what you're doing, hey, shit,
that's why I voted for Kanye.
That's why I voted for Kanye. Speaking of that, what kind of current events you got for me, man?
We got Oregon leads the way for decriminalizing hard drugs.
So we think about making everything legal. Just right now, we're just
Oregon doing that right now.
Man. Just off the bat, I was told this a couple years back. I took some criminal justice classes, And my teacher told me one time, he goes, man, I believe that you should just make every drug legal. Every last drug of them legal. Yeah. You might have 3 to 5 years fucked up. Because the dumb people are going to kill themselves on those drugs, right? But it becomes... Right now, drugs are the thing to do because they're the thing not to do, right? It's like reverse psychology. You tell a kid not to do
they're
it,
gonna do
fucking do it.
They want to do
natural. I'm gonna fucking do it.
Be cool.
yeah. You know, you're gonna do it. Yeah. You're gonna do it. So once you make it the thing to do, well, no one wants to do it. Yeah. Right. So
when you see people dying off this shit, like, I don't feel like doing that.
Yeah. Even at that, or you see people fucking up your life, their lives off of it and shit. You know. But now you're gonna say. What do you do with it now, though? You're going to have 2 years of just dudes doing heroin on the street.
Yeah, well, see, I think it's... Oh, no, go ahead, bro. I'm sorry. No, I think it's kind of extreme to certain drugs, but I feel like everybody... It's kind of like... I mean, we're the land of the free. We're supposed to be, right? So... Why is it legal for them to sell like over-the-counter drugs? Because some of that shit could get you fucked up, bro. People get fucked up.
The wrong thing, you're dead.
Why is that cool for them to benefit off that, but you can't? Like I said, to certain drugs, of course, like heroin, I would be like, nah, that's great. But I mean, I don't know. I never done heroin.
But morphine.
Yeah. Yeah, they give morphine to people.
But morphine is pretty much heroin.
Like I see what you're saying. They give it to people willingly.
Oregon has this thing. If you get caught with it, you still get
time. You get like $100 fine or something like that.
Give you $100 fine. If not, you don't want to do that. You go to a program where it's
if you need help.
If you're struggling, addiction.
Who's funding that? You know who's funding that? A marijuana business.
Yeah. And look at how they hated on weed for all this time.
Yeah, because pharmaceuticals want to get in the way.
Yeah. Well, that's what I think it comes down to, bro. That's what I was getting at.
The tax-paying money that the taxpayer have to pay the tax for goes to that.
Yeah.
For that program. So if you need a fucking better help,
yeah.
Which is good because you don't want... I mean...
Oregon's making hella bread off tree, too. Yeah, they're one of the front runners.
Right now. Yeah. Oregon is California 50 years ago.
Yeah. That's what it is.
Progressive, like...
Yeah. Now California got two, like...
They still got green out there, bro. They still got green. Ours is brown.
Ours is brown. Our green right now. Our green right now, bro.
Yeah. We got Bobby Brown over here.
But I feel what you're saying, Doug. Like, I think to certain ones... I mean, honestly, overall, I think anybody has the right to do what they want to do. That's how it should be. You know, I know they kind of defend it as like, well, we're trying to protect people. It's a dangerous drug.
Children.
But they don't protect people from the drugs that people they get addicted to them, bro. Right? I know people for sure get addicted to fucking pharmaceuticals you get at a fucking Walgreens.
People get addicted to Tylenol.
Yeah.
Right? Because you have to take...
Fucking lean, bro. Codeine. Look at that. Look how big that is, bro.
The government says, we're trying to protect you.
It's bullshit. They just don't want people to get money. They're not getting money off the guy on the block selling cocaine or selling whatever. Yeah.
For me, it's a bigger picture, right?
Making money off fucking... Hold on. They're making money off selling it to you, and they're making money off locking you up.
Yeah. And then not even selling it to you, but then now you got to get the rehab aspect of it.
Yeah.
And now you get... There's a lot more aspects into it. So you look into the bigger picture of it. If you were to make everything legal, heroin, coke, crystal, everything, what is the number one trafficker in here? Narcos, cartels. What do they traffic? All those fucking things, right? So you get rid of all that violence down in the next country below you. It's a trickling effect, right? Yeah. So if I'm not arresting you for having that pound of meth,
I gotta worry about shit.
I don't gotta worry about. That's what I'm saying, but that's a bigger issue. Like California.
Right here it says. If you have a pound of meth, bro, you're touching the cell.
No, I get it. But what I'm saying, like in California,
right?
Like in California, if you get caught with a shitload of weed, then they're not gonna do nothing to you. Right? They could fine you. They can do whatever the fuck they want. Yeah. Even though they know you're gonna sell it, you're not gonna smoke fucking 5 pounds of weed
by yourself. Yeah,
they know you're not gonna do it.
You're a fucking savage.
I'm gonna wash it. You better YouTube that shit. You're not gonna take it to that aspect. Yeah. But once you decriminalize so much stuff, you're taking markets off the business. You're taking, like California, when they legalized it. Mexico traffics about like 70% of marijuana into the United States, right? You would think having United States having Oregon, California, some of the most best weed you could ever get. You would think that all that weed is going everywhere, right?
Yeah.
No. It stops there at the border. It stops right at the fucking border.
They can't take it now.
Atlanta, Minnesota, Florida, they're getting that Bammer weed from Mexico.
Yeah. And
you go to Mexico, and then the families are getting murdered. The people are getting fucking murked. Everybody's getting murked because Little Jimmy wants to smoke a dime of Bobby Brown. Mm-hmm. Right? So if you legalize that, boom, out of the picture. Yeah. You know, but now you get rid of lawyers, now you get rid of cops, now you get rid of fucking...
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, too. There's like two sides of everything, though, you know?
You know, that now you know.
That's lawyers going into something else now. That's more important.
Yeah.
Like, what is more
murderers
important?
and fucking rapists
more important than,
well, that's how I look at it too, dog.
Drugs.
Yeah. Like imagine all these people that have been in jail for all this time for weed, dog. Like since the 70s or whatever.
And you're still in there.
And now it's like, oh,
that's why I just
go fuck. It's all good.
Dude, some people are still locked up for that.
Yeah, which is kind of sad, right? Which is kind of sad.
Like I'm saying, because a white man making money off a fucking farm now.
Yeah, it is,
and it's fucked up.
Which is sad because there's people doing time right now for having weed on them when during the pandemic, marijuana was an essential program. It was an essential job.
Yeah.
People need to get high. Yeah. But you're still in prison for it. You're still in prison.
But we have weed clubs open.
But we have weed clubs who are open in a pandemic.
All you gotta do is show them your ID. Go in there and buy whatever weed you want, however much you want.
The world is dying. Children are dying. Old people are dying. But you must smoke your weed.
Yeah.
But you must stay in jail.
Yeah.
It doesn't make no sense.
Yeah. It's all contradictive.
That's why I give Kim Kardashian credit.
Mm-hmm. Well, that video,
nah. Oh, yeah.
Why? What'd you do? I didn't see that.
You didn't see the porn video?
No. I seen that.
That was like 10 years ago. Where she's getting people off for like.
I heard about that. Yeah.
And stuff like that. That to me, that's dope as shit.
I think anybody who's doing that for people.
Yeah, like that's dope. But I'm saying,
but her being that influence, why not?
That's awesome.
Honestly, what does she do, dog? Like, she's not an athlete. She's not an actress.
She sucked the dick.
And but with that,
on TV,
regardless of how you feel about how she got it, regardless of how you feel how she got it, look what she's doing for people. That's dope. You know.
Black cocks matter, bro.
Yeah.
but it turns out. I'm sorry. Her mouth said
it. She's doing good shit. I love it.
But I like it because it turns the aspect because people want to take. Most people were saying that that's where our generation was headed to, that Kim Kardashian, which I still think we are.
Yeah.
Where they're heading that Kim Kardashian lifestyle thing. But maybe it turns in as you get older, because I'm pretty sure you start to use it. You realize as you get older that, well, fuck, what I've been doing is maybe not the brightest thing.
Yeah.
Right? So you're trying to use your influence for the best.
Yeah.
And I'm glad that she's using it for the actual best and not just fucking promoting
herself,
her own shit,
her family.
Yeah.
She could.
She could, obviously.
She could just promote Kanye, whatever.
Easy, right? She could. Dude, imagine she would have vote my husband. Never have I heard her say vote my husband for president.
Yeah.
Right? Never. Have you heard her say?
This fucker's crazy.
She already knows it. She knows it. Don't vote him. He's crazy. He's fucking crazy.
I don't think Kanye's gonna win the battle.
Hey, but I didn't know that Kanye was he's
a vice president. Yeah.
You noticed that shit?
Yeah, I seen that.
I was like, that fool doesn't even know what he's running for.
So who's president?
He's for the first time ever. I seen a tweet. He's for the first time ever, I'm voting for president, and it's me. I'm like, you ain't even fucking president, bro. You're vice president.
This fool can't even read.
I'm a buzz of the generation.
He's a fool.
What else you got me, Ruben?
So check this out. So supposedly, I'm not saying it's real or not, but it says right here on Today NBC that a kindergartner reportedly dies from COVID-19 in Texas. I don't never heard that of a kid dying.
Yeah, no, me. That's what I was about to say. I haven't.
I have. Yeah. So it killed like 80 kids like 3 months ago.
You know what? I get touchy on that topic just because myself, I haven't had anybody personally affected by it, but I know people who say that they've lost somebody to it. So especially with adults, I try not to like say shit about it. But for kids, for sure, I haven't heard of anybody myself who personally that have.
On computer, you could look up 80 kids died in Texas or something like that.
I'm not saying it's the first, but this is like the.
No, but
this is the first I've ever heard.
Yeah,
like
myself
80 kids
too.
died like 2 months ago.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
Okay, so they're saying that this girl was like really on it. Like she even reminded her mom about it, like about bringing her mask and stuff. Mm-hmm. So she's saying that.
So what? They already have schools back all good? Is that how she got it, or
what's that?
They have all the schools in? Is that she got it from school or something?
She just got it. Well, Texas don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Well, Texas don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Texas, you go to bar and everyone's just chilling and shit. Like, you know.
So do you think by this, you think they should reopen schools?
Well, shit like that. I mean, if that's what's going on, bro, honestly, that's a scary thing.
Well, that's one.
But who knows if it's transmitted by kid? Maybe she got it from. But I think that's why they're doing it the way they're doing it with small groups is because they want to see what happens just with a small group.
Yeah.
Does anybody get affected? Does anybody transmit it to somebody? Did the teacher give it to them? Did the parents bring it here?
Is that the virus like mutating? Right?
Yeah. I think it's all just studies right now, bro. Honestly, right. I know some schools have been doing it a little longer, and I know some schools are just starting. So it's kind of just in that weird little gray area right now to where they don't know.
Well, because no one knows about it because it's a brand new fucking virus. Like no one, everybody's kind of like
learning
in
still.
The air. Yeah, everybody's in the air.
Fucking presidents now, bro.
Yeah.
Hey, if you got to put money on it, what is it right now?
Are we putting money?
On the president?
Right now, president.
Well, it looks like Joe Biden's gonna win.
Like Joe Biden, right?
But I know there's like some kind of controversy going on. Like,
don't forget the
bro, I thought fucking Hillary was gonna win last time for sure, bro. And look at that.
No, I won money off that shit, bro.
Did you?
I won $200 off of Trump. I said, hey, Trump's gonna win.
I didn't see it happening, bro. But I wasn't surprised when it happened. But I didn't see it happening. Now, honestly, I was like, "There's no way. How's this fool gonna win?"
I knew it, bro.
She's Hillary Clinton.
No, I talked to a lot of even back then. I did a little anecdotal resumes, right? Little surveys.
Yeah.
And I would talk to people. I would talk to like Middle Eastern people, right? Like Middle Eastern people fucking love Trump because he's against Muslims.
Yeah.
And a lot of Middle Eastern people, when they come over here and they become legalized, they don't like Muslims because back in their countries, Muslims kill the shit out of them, kill Christians and shit. They like murder them. So when they come here, like all those the Persian culture and Iranian and all those, they fucking super support them. They fucking love them because they're looking at it again different perspective. They don't care what your race is, borders and toda esa madre. They don't. Let's be real, but they don't. They're worried about we're getting burned. We're literally getting burned over here. And you come here and you're telling me you're going to protect me from these people.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm fucking out. Yeah, I'm down for that. Yeah. So when I was getting those tea leaves, I was reading the tea leaves. I'm like, no, I think he's gonna win.
Even like you said, I mean, even some people just like him because his thoughts on other shit too.
Just in general.
Yeah, maybe it's not that. Maybe it could be a bunch of things. Anything. Like just his point of view. There's some racist people who fucking like him
I love it.
Just because of the shit he says. They're like,
there's a racist, that's business, the culture, the people, like I told this guy, the conspiracy side of it. My thing
I know some people just like him because of the shit he talks.
Yeah, because he's funny.
They're like, bro, he's funny. But on top of that, like, other presidents are so politically correct.
That's what it is.
They're like, I like that about him. People, like at least he's saying shit how he's saying how he feels. He's not faking how he feels. You know.
It's the same way if he's talking like if it was one of the guys.
Yeah, exactly. That's something some people appeal to, bro.
That's the reason why podcasts break off. Yeah. That's the reason why it's the organic shit. It's the reason why you don't want to come up with two topics in the same
or have the same fucking interview with every person who comes in.
Yeah, the same thing. So
where were you born? How old are you?
So how do you see yourself in 10 years? You don't want that.
It's the same
you don't want to drop interviews.
Yeah, generic shit.
Yeah, you want to be this, and he sold himself as that.
Yeah.
Like he sold himself as being this person, and that's why when I believe that, they're fucking racist, and they're like, no, it's not. It's deeper than that. Yeah. People are tired of hearing that.
Bro. I would say this: the shit that's going on right now, I would say it's for something, right? And people will try. I would say people like. I've seen some like a video back in 2011 will explain this, right? But me being like, real quick, like the whole election and stuff is being delayed for a reason, right? And it's for us to be divided.
I feel like this shit's gonna make. Go ahead, bro. I don't interrupt you.
I want to hear what.
I just feel like. The reason is being because why wasn't it delayed all these other times? That they're trying to find a way to jig Joe Biden, bro. Honestly, I think they're gonna find a way to make him win, bro. Trump win. That's and you
can look at it.
I'm not really big on politics. I just think it's just funny to me that
me neither.
Like last time they were announcing that shit even before time was up. They're like Donald Trump won. Well, I was like, what the fuck?
Okay, so I'll say this. So the only difference would be. Now they're doing mail-in ballots.
Oh, that's right. It's all different now.
So now everything's completely different to where even the military the military were able to, I believe, you could check me if I'm wrong, I believe the military were able to put in ballots, I think, even the day after. So where I think there's even an initiative.
I know people who are putting their ballot in that day. It's like,
I put in that day.
Now they're going to have to wait for everybody who did that.
But now I guess there's even an initiative where I think even Trump's kind of saying like, no, even if if you put in the next day, it doesn't count.
Yeah.
So then people were getting mad because those are military ballots. So they're saying, so what? The military doesn't count now because they're overseas and blah. So now it turns into a bigger. It's a mud.
Yeah, and then I heard his lawyers are even trying to sue states already
Michigan
because of shit.
Yeah. So my thing, that's my thing. I think everything's done for a reason, right? Everything's done with a purpose. I'm a true believer that there is. I don't want to be the conspiracy guy, but I do believe in there's the Illuminati. Call it what you want to call it. Call it whatever you want. But there is people in power,
of course,
who want certain things to go
to happen the way they want it to go.
There's certain directions,
and if it doesn't go that way, they're gonna do whatever they can.
Whatever it can, and even if it doesn't go their way, there's a plan B.
Yeah.
There's no way in hell
they're going to let it happen.
This crazy trillion corporation. Like, that's where I look at it. It's not a billion. It's a trillion corporation.
Look, the whole purpose, I'm fucking trying to say, I'm too dumb to even explain it. But if you read this highlighted thing right here, this is what I'm trying to say.
Okay, United Nations military troops may soon arrive and seize sections on American soil following the United States announcement of support for a set of principles that give a green light for UN peacekeeping troops and police to use the force to. Okay, I've seen this, I've seen this back in 2009.
But how accurate could it? How easily could it be?
Now you can manipulate
it like right.
That's
now.
how everything is now too, bro. You don't know what the fuck's real and what's not real.
It out there.
Yeah,
So okay, no this.
Yeah,
it's possible.
Yeah, it is.
So a little context to myself. I used to be super conspiracy kind of theorist, right? Super thick. So
everybody goes through that.
So my thing was back in 2008. I was like super into this, and that came up like back in 2013, where they were saying they were gonna have Cuban soldiers over here because of the United Nations, and they didn't. That's why I kind of believe it, because back then it seemed so unreasonable or so far fetched that you didn't know what would be the reason why that you would have Cuban soldiers here.
Yeah.
Why would you have Japanese soldiers here? Like, what would be so crazy? And then you go into, it's a fucking civil war in the United Nations. Like, what's crazier than that, right? Because United Nations, and there's a civil war in the United States, so the United Nations has to come in. So what's crazier than a civil war in 2020 in the year of era of technology? There's a civil war going on in the most powerful country ever.
Yeah.
So what can we do?
We're acting like fucking kids, bro.
Everybody.
We're everybody.
Everybody.
I'm not for red or blue. Everybody acting like kids, like like, dude, we're the fucking freedom of the world.
Yeah,
bro.
that's one thing for sure that I know people hate Donald Trump for too. I mean, like I said, I don't have any personal view about it. I could care less who wins, honestly, bro. In my opinion, I just have my own opinions on certain things, but I'm not like, I'm I'm Joe Biden. You know what I mean? But it's just crazy how, like, I know why people hate him. One reason, at least, is because how everything became so divided instantly, bro. And I honestly, like, there's people I know personally who post shit like that, bro, but I almost feel like social media influences people so much. Like, it's for both sides too. It's not. I'm not just trying to say people only hate Donald Trump. There's people who talk shit for Donald Trump.
Cubans that voted for
but
Latins who voted for him.
What I'm saying is,
what
I'm saying is Trump is the perfect candidate to do that.
Yeah.
To bring in in a division to where you don't know where it's coming from. You have people, he's fucking brilliant. It's perfect. It's fake news. Now he gets out of presidency. Now you have legitimately fake news on all social media. If I post an article from anywhere, and they'll tell me, hey, that's fake news.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Right? So they're telling you now. So who are you to tell me?
Yeah, that's how I feel, bro.
That's 1984.
Yeah.
That's 1984. I don't know if you ever read the book 1984, where they talk about it. It's newspeak, where they take away anything that does not. That's the cancel culture. The cancel culture. It's hate speech. The cancel culture turns into the double speak. So they basically say anything that you've done in the past, if it's negative and doesn't fall up to the criteria now, they get rid of it. They get rid of that history.
Yeah, they don't want nobody to hear about that. They don't want nobody to have a point of view on that shit. It's eliminated
at all. And the fake news. That's not what the news really was, so we're going to change it to what it really was. But now it goes into who's telling you what's the fake news.
Who's real? Who the fuck is Instagram to tell me?
The beauty's eye of the beholder. Yeah. So if I think this is cool and you think this is disgusting, who the fuck are you to tell me?
It's kind of like not Mandela effect. It's kind of like the telephone effect in fucking the grand expect, right? Because I'm saying one thing, you might take it as literal. You might say it, you might not, but he sent it to a bunch of people you may know. They take it as literal, and so on and so forth.
Yeah, but at the same time, I still think it's human nature, right? Because every generation, you want your kids to be something, to live a better life than what you did, right? Sure. So you want everything to be easier, right? So you could kind of say that the fake news, you're trying to filter out the bad.
The bad, yeah.
You're filtering out the bad to make the next generation
feel more comfortable,
feel easier to make, because no one wants your kids. You know what? You're not going to give your kids. Hopefully, you're not going to give your kids a worse life than you're giving that you were giving yourself, right? Like you were having a kid because I didn't have this. I'm going to buy you.
Yeah, I'm going to get you the best shit I can get you. The shit I didn't have.
Yeah. So this is the effect of that.
Yeah.
This is the effect of don't you say shit to my son. Don't you say shit to my daughter because she's the best, right? She and him are the best thing ever. But back in the day, it would have been, well, he fucking sucks. He should go do this.
That kind of goes to like the shit with kids in sports. Like how everybody gets a trophy. Like I remember when I first started playing. I remember when I first started playing sports, bro. They picked on every team. Every team had an MVP, and you knew who. Everybody knew who.
You were fucking proud of it.
You're proud. And you're like, damn, that's dope, bro. And the kid could feel like now it's just, now it's just like everybody's fucking. Yeah. Everybody gets.
Everybody's a winner.
But it only does that at the younger level, which I mean, I understand. I understand why, but just don't give trophies in. Just let everybody play, and you can praise them if you want, but don't give everybody trophies because, I mean, I see why they're doing it. I see why. I don't want to say it's not.
Because you're like, oh, you get a golden star for reading.
Well, why do kids get perfect attendance? Why do kids get first honors, second honors? You're telling everybody else basically they're not. You don't give everybody first honors.
You're not doing what you got to
do. Because that's human. Because I feel that's human nature.
Yeah.
I feel that's competitiveness. That's a competitiveness. That's a competitiveness of a human being saying, "Well, I could do that too."
Yeah.
You're setting a goal.
Not better.
Right. You're setting a goal. You're setting a standard.
Well, even myself, bro. When I first started playing football in high school, I remember I knew who the best kid on the team was. I knew because before I went there, he was the best kid. So when I went there, I made it a point every time we're on practice, I always put myself next to him and try to compete. Whatever sprint, whatever we're doing, I was like, and even when I would run on my own, bro, like on the weekends or whatever, I go for a run and I'll go, he's doing it right now. He could do it. You could do it. I would just tell myself that. So like it goes back to what you're saying. Like it's good to have that though. It's good. Competitive. Yeah, because when you don't give. I mean, like I said, I don't want to say I understand why they're doing it. You know, I work with kids. I know you don't want kids to feel bad. You don't want kids. I'm not even trying to sound like both sides. I'm just saying I understand why they do that, and it's cool to make every kid feel equal. But at the same time, like I said, when you're in high school, they give you an MVP. They tell you who the defensive player was, whatever. And me, I mean, fuck, when they told me I got MVP or whatever awards I got, it meant the world to me, bro. And my team voted on that. So it's like everybody on my team, or whoever, some other people probably got votes, but everybody voted for me. And it's like, they know. They're there with you. They see you work hard, you know?
You should have it that way.
Yeah.
All I say is, bro, like, it went from everybody getting a trophy to, like, fucking 300 Spartans getting fucking babies off the cliff.
Yeah. Everybody's just there. No, I feel it, dude.
Like, it went from there to here.
Yeah. It's crazy. It goes to, like, everything, though. Like we were saying, even with the grades. Like that's praise though, you know, and it's good. Of course, you should be. Well, so but how do you that should be compared to sports?
It should be accolades though, but you should be rewarded. You should
be doing good. You should be. All those kids who have straight A's, perfect attendance, they should get that. So why don't the kids who play sports and work hard and stand out? Why don't they get to be appreciated?
The kid that could climb a mountain should be rewarded better than the kid who likes to sleep.
Yeah.
It's
and that kid might be smarter than the other kid, and he should be praised because he's smarter.
But the kid who likes to sleep is smarter than the kid who likes to climb, so he should be praised for that.
Yeah,
because everybody has their own abilities, right?
Yeah,
so everybody has their own abilities. So that's the reason why you have those competitions. That's the reason why you have to thin out the herd is to make who's going to be this, who's going to be that. Yeah, you know, in the outcome of everything.
Yeah, it's weird the life out here, right? Because it's just weird to me. It's just weird to me. Like I've became accustomed to it because I see it so much. But it's just weird to me because I remember how it was when I was a kid, bro. You know what I mean? When I was a kid, it wasn't like that.
Nah, fuck no.
Yeah, it was only a struggle.
They call that generation between X. That fucking no technology, us playing outside to us.
That's what we were talking about.
Bro.
Yeah,
you're stuck in that shit.
We're right in the fucking middle, so we best of both worlds.
Yeah.
You could say.
Yeah.
We had that childhood with us riding around on bikes and kicking garbage cans down.
Yeah.
I did that.
Yeah.
You know, I was egging. I was egging your house.
Oh yeah.
TP. I was doing all that shit.
I was doing all that with like everybody else did, you know?
Yeah.
And I was on the internet. What's up, girl?
I was like,
MySpace.
What's up, texting?
Yeah.
I'm not through a screen looking.
Well, that's what me and him were talking about. It's just crazy. Like that's everyday life for a kid right now.
Yeah.
Is they wake up in the morning hella early, 8:30, get on a computer, listen to their teacher, get a little break, jump back on, listen to their teacher, little break, jump back on, and then after when they're done, I'm gonna go on my tablet and play fucking Fortnite or whatever.
How many kids will actually dream about that? What our life fucking was about, you know? Yeah. How many kids out there nowadays growing up? Like,
I wish I could go outside and play football with all my friends. They appreciate it now. They're probably tripping like, damn, I wish I could be out there playing on the playground.
But there's other kids that are just like
comfortable with it.
Tuned to that,
yeah.
You know?
Like, oh, cool. Now I can stay home all day and play on my computer.
Or they don't know.
They don't know what that's about. Yeah.
And that's like kind of sad in a way. You know?
It is. It's definitely. That's the main thing for me that I look at, dog. Like I said before, I know things have to get done and kids have to be educated regardless. We had to figure out a way to make sure, because even for me, like last year, pretty much after March, after school wasn't even considered. Like it was just school. That's all they did was just school. And pretty soon, like it was a little break and then they got back on. For us, we had to figure out a way. How can we give back? How can we still be a business and help out these kids? And the only way we figured was by doing this same thing the teachers are doing, but now it's more of one-on-one. They have school all day, and if they have trouble and they didn't get the one-on-one, because it's hard online.
Of course.
At least when you're in a classroom setting, the teacher could go next to you and be like, okay, let me help you.
Or you can walk up.
Now what do? You're fucking muted all day on the. You're muted all day on that thing. And you have to click and be like, I don't understand. And the teacher, I mean, how frustrating could that be if she has to stop 20 times or he has to stop just to explain everything rather than explaining it, telling them to go, and then you walk around. Oh, you need help? Okay, let me help you. You need help? Let me help you. Oh, you guys, you understand it? You help him. You know?
Yeah, that's why I'm like, I hope everything, like, honestly goes back to like the way it is.
But at the same time, too, you got to look at it like how they're trying to be all safe, and I understand that too, especially when it comes to the kids, bro. Like, last thing I want to hear is a kid that I knew died from that. I would be, if I heard that, I would be tripping, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
I would be tripping hard. You know what I mean? I'd be like, man, that is so crazy.
I say that because they said, like, you know, even he knew about it. I didn't know about it. Like 40 other kids died like that. Like, damn.
Yeah, I didn't even hear of one. I'm the same boat as you. This is the first one I ever heard.
I pulled it up because I just found out.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, man. But like, as far as like the kids like learning that way, like it kind of sucks.
Yeah.
There's no other way than learning. Like, hands-on, dude.
And like I said, even aside from the learning, just the interactions you get in the classroom or outside the classroom or with your teacher, with the principal, with whoever it is at the school that you interact with, that experience is gone now.
Yeah.
All you know is being on the computer, watching and imagine how probably boring it is for them. You know what I mean? Just sitting there, just like. Imagine how boring. You know how boring it was when you were in school learning about it, sitting there. Yeah. Now they have to sit there and there's nothing they can't just like mute themselves. Hey, you know, you can't do that.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think?
Kids they know the gist of it. Like, oh, I'm gonna put a fucking they know what's up. Like, I'm gonna put something here, and make it look like.
Yeah, well, there's some kids who even don't even turn their cameras on, bro. And you don't know what they're. My boy works at a high school, and he's saying that's like one of the biggest things is the high school kids. They could just turn their camera off and leave. Their parents might not even be home. Turn their camera off and they bounce.
That's kind of sad.
Yeah, you can't blame them, right? Because you're like, oh, I don't have the camera. Well, you can blame me for being bored.
I was there. How do you know?
Did they supply the kids with laptops?
Yeah, they did, yeah. I mean, at least at the elementary level. I don't know about the high school. They supplied any kids who needed one. In our school district I work at, they supplied any kid who needed that. They could come pick up either a little laptop or they got a tablet, you know, so. Where's the bathroom at, bro?
Right to the left.
My bad.
Then I'll go for it, shit. You're the one that won. Well, you're the one that won. Shit.
Every time I was thinking about it, somebody got it.
You're the one that down, shit.
I even told her, like, dude, I can't believe they haven't gone yet.
They're oh my god, I gotta piss.
Fuck that, bro.
I gotta hold that shit in and shit, doggy. My mic keeps on fucking up. It's a shirt. I don't know what to say.
I don't think it's lost, I swear.
It's lost, bro. I don't know what's going on. We're gonna cut this part out right here.
Nah, bro.
It's a little dead time. It's a little dead time.
That's more work for me. That's why I'm like, crack some jokes right now.
Crack 'em, baby, crack 'em. Nah, you can play it, man.
Okay. So how about them guys?
I'm a little drunk. Huh? I'm a little drunk, ladies and gentlemen. I'm gonna do it. There it is. Ah, my man, ladies and gentlemen, this is Wang Lee from the fucking Stone Age podcast.
First time ever. But you know,
I haven't seen him since episode 10.
Yeah, might get longer like what beard? You know what I'm saying? So where was I?
So where were you at, man?
I was right there, but I'm here.
So get out of here.
You know.
All right.
What
are you, Brian Redband?
They found water on the moon.
And I'm out. It was. Hey, so give me one more.
Current event?
One more current event.
What do you think about Tesla? Sound like a tequila brand.
Nah, that's gay.
Alright. What do you think about ice skating shoes being lugs?
Nah, that's gay too.
I just found that right now. I was like, okay.
You know what? I'm just gonna say. I don't know. Give me something. Anything. I don't care. Anything.
You like nothing?
Good to go. Yeah, we were over here talking shit. No, we were just talking about shit.
That's cool,
no biggie.
Yeah, I was.
That's what. You're a champ, bro. A lot of people.
Yeah, I'm telling you, bro. There's a couple times I was thinking, I was like, damn, I got to shit.
Should I go right now and shit?
You got up once, you got up, and I was like, okay, well, I can't just leave you here by yourself. And then you got up, and I was like, fuck, well, I can't. Now I can't. This is going to be empty. It's all good.
I was like, man, I can't hold it anymore.
I'm good. Yeah.
Oh, let me get one more current event then.
Shit,
Since everybody's pissing in this bitch. You think about piss?
I got nothing left, bro. You fucking didn't like my
I fucking hate you.
And you got anything that you wanted to share?
Oh yeah, anything particular, man? Oh, you know what? Let me give this opportunity to kind of give you the floor to just give the people of what's your outcome in life? You know what I mean? What's your view on life? What's your message?
Man, honestly, I just doing. I think of that one. I mean, honestly, bro, as far as my profession is, man, just giving back to these kids in my community, man. I grew up in the same community as a lot of the kids that I work with, so just just trying to guide them in the right direction, man, and trying to stay away from the things I was able to stay away from. Like sports was honestly a good outlet for me growing up, and doing music was, I mean, that's what I'm still doing to this day, you know, so on top of working with what I do.
Yeah.
But and then as far as music goes, bro, just being able to tell my story, you know what I mean? I don't really get into too many like deep things, you know, like as far as my music goes. I kind of just like I said, I like to have the positive vibe, but I touch on a lot of subjects in that, you know, and I just want to just spread positivity, bro, honestly, you know. I've been there when I started, like just trying to compete with everybody, and I just feel like that's not the way to go, as far as, especially if you're trying to establish yourself as an artist. Trying to be competitive with everybody who's trying to do the same thing ain't the way to go, you know. It's all about spreading love. That's why when I do these shows, like a lot of the times, regardless, when I meet the person, the artist, before I perform, sometimes you get a good vibe and it's all love. Sometimes there's kind of like, this motherfucker, you know. But then I've never done a show before or after I perform, those people, whether they like me or not, they show love after.
Yeah,
they show love after, but regardless if they were cool with me before or not, I'm always cool with them. And the thing I like to do too, especially, is at the show, no matter how many people are there or who's performing, I always try to make sure I establish myself and they know I'm there. I'm supporting them, you know. So when I go on stage, they were like, "Oh, he was rocking with me.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go rock. Even if I don't like this, I'm gonna go check it out." And some of the times I might not like the music that they're doing, but I'll rock with them like 2 songs
still vibe for
right there. And then, you know, if I'm not feeling it, eventually I'll kind of just make my way out, but I'm always there to support, bro. And I never discredit any of them because it's hard as hell to get on that stage and perform, bro. My first time performing in front of a big crowd, I was in high school, did a talent show, and it was my whole school there, bro. And that's school. You see those people every day. It's not just a show. We're never going to see them again. So I remember I was so afraid, bro. I had like sunglasses on and like I was just so tripping myself out so hard, bro. And then I performed, and then like we were talking about earlier, once you get that feeling, it's like it changes the whole perspective. Even the first, I never wore them again, bro. I swear to God. And then,
that's what's up.
It goes the same thing with recording music. The first time I recorded a song, I didn't know how I was gonna turn. It was the first time I like really wrote. I mean, I've been writing before I actually recorded one. Yeah. But this is the first time somebody had called me and said, "I'm gonna go record this song. I need you to record your part." It's the first time I ever had to do it. So the first time they played back my voice and I heard it, I was like, "Damn, that's dope." Like I want to do it. I got this feeling, bro.
Spark something.
Yeah, and then even before I even started writing, or before I did that talent show, I remember the first time somebody heard me sing. I was like maybe like 7th, 8th grade. They heard me sing, and it was like the instant reaction I got from people. Like people, they like told another person. Then people were coming up to me, "Hey, can you sing something for me?" Yeah, that's how it was. And instantly right there, I knew. I was like, "Oh, this might be onto something," And at that time, I wasn't writing songs. I was just singing.
Whatever's on the radio.
Whoever, Usher, whoever the fuck it was.
We were smacking,
yeah. And it just opened my mind to this, bro, and I really love doing music, bro. And anybody who's ever done music with me will tell you, like, it's always a good vibe. You know what I mean? I'm never negative about anything. I'm always open to whatever ideas they want to do, even if I might not be super comfortable with it. Especially if it's their song, they want to do something like that they envision for that song. I'll try to do my best to work with them.
Cope with that. Yeah.
And bro, I just want to share my music with everybody, bro, because I know it's. I mean, I'm not trying to toot my own horn or nothing, but it's good music, bro. There's a lot of good stuff, bro. I just put my last album out. I know I'd mentioned earlier the first one I did with DJ Agro is called Too Much Sauce. The second one's called Too Much Sauce also, but it's TWO because it's part 2. So this is actually a video I did right here for my new album with the homie Kinetic, and we shot it right there in front of the E40 mural in downtown San Jose, and that's right there, a little parking garage by San Pedro Square. So that's the thing I'm really trying to focus on now is my visuals, bro. Yeah, because like we were talking about earlier, attention span, bro. I went to touch on it earlier. Like, I feel like putting out albums nowadays is almost not worth it for me, at least. I mean, maybe other people do, especially established artists. But I feel like when I put all those songs out, 15, 16 songs, 20 songs, the whole album's not getting appreciated nowadays because people don't have that attention span to listen to a whole album. So what I've been trying to do, this one I tried to do it. My last one I did 8 songs. This one I meant to do like 10, and I ended up doing 13 songs. So it didn't.
That's not that bad.
But I was just so happy with all the songs, bro. I was like,
You can't hate on that.
Yeah, and then my producer DJ Agro, they're his beats, bro, and he's like, it's basically doing it off. We're doing it on the strength. We split everything, but it's just off of love, basically. He never asked me for $1. I never asked him for $1. So whatever he was feeling, all of it. He's like, bro, let's do it. I'm like, we're equal partners in this, bro. So
shit, that shit works, bro.
Yeah, so it's right there by. You ever been to Paper Planes?
Paper Plane. No.
Have you ever been to? Let me see.
I'm not from the Bay Area.
The Temple. You ever been to the Temple nightclub?
Where's this at?
It's in San Jose, right off.
Yeah, right there, Temple.
Yeah. So right, if you walk out,
right there,
it's right by the light rail. So we walk out of Temple, you make a left.
Yeah.
That place, Paper Planes, is right next door.
Oh,
so you go down there. There's like a parking garage. Not a parking garage, a parking area. Like a little, you pay like $6 or whatever, and that mural's in that little parking.
I gotta stop being quarantined and shit.
Yeah. Well, you know what? I seen somebody posted it when it was being painted.
That's sick.
And once I seen it, I was like, I gotta shoot a video there, bro. And I haven't seen anybody else. Maybe they have. I haven't seen anybody else shoot one there. So
no, I haven't.
I was like, I gotta shoot one.
Yeah,
I was like, gotta shoot one.
That's cool.
And it has like the sharks on. It has the sharks on the left. So. Yeah, it was a dope video. My boy Jay Winan did this one. He just did my new video too that I did with my boy King Jody. The song's called I Stay. I don't know if you guys are familiar with DJ Mind Motion.
Yeah.
He used to be on KML.
DJ Mind Motion.
He played that song I Stay. That song, yeah. that song "I Stay," the one we did together, he played it on his radio show. So it's been getting love, and we just shot a video. This guy shot that video and I literally just seen it like yesterday. So it's not done yet. It looks pretty much done, but he wants to add a couple things. But he's a dope videographer, bro. He's
cool,
pretty sick. Yeah, the quality's like he shot it in like 4K.
Yeah, it's good ass quality, dude.
Yeah, it's hard. So
yeah, that's just shit. Good work, my man.
Yeah, so that's all I'm trying to do, bro. Honestly, I just want to keep pushing this
music
line, bro. And I steered away from rapping too, just because I don't want to talk about too much negative stuff now, like with the position I'm in,
Yeah, no, I feel it.
But I mean, it doesn't. I don't stop completely, but I just try to tone it down. You know?
No, I feel it.
And even like with my R&B songs, I try not to say too much vulgar stuff. You know, like I can still talk my shit without being disrespectful.
Yeah, I feel it.
Or out of different vibe. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I feel it.
And it's R&B, so you can't do too crazy with it, but. I mean, I do. I fuck with it. Yeah.
Nah, shit with that, my man.
Yeah.
Fucking let the people know where they can reach you at.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
Fucking let everybody know, man.
Yeah, so on all social medias, it's at A100. I'm lucky enough to have the same thing. So Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, whatever social media you're on, even music streaming, Spotify, Apple Music, whatever, it's A100. It's all one word, AONE. So A and then ONE 1 and then hunnit spelled HUNNIT. So AONE HUNNIT on any platform, any social media, music streaming. You can find me on there and YouTube, whatever, So
find the boy,
fuck with me, man. Yeah, we got the dope music. Yes, sir.
Boy, silly. Well, thank you for coming on, my man.
Yeah, bro. Appreciate y'all having me, bro. Hell yeah.
Shit.
For sure.
My brother from another mother. I didn't even know.
Yes,
I didn't even know. My man.
Hell yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, for sure, man. Cut and print. Beautiful.
Hell yeah, bro. That was a good vibe, bro. It was my first time doing one. So I was kind of like...